Yo, yo, what's up with it? What's up? This your boy Noonie, back with another reading. This is going to be an all signs reading. We're going to be asking the question, what would they do if they got you alone? Dang, I got a lot of air. It's a whole lot of air in this motherfucker. What's up there, Marie? Hey, what's up, Kimmy? I'm gonna put this on. Okay. Okay. What would they do if they got you alone? Look at that. Big smile. Big smile. Yeah, I bet you here for it too, Kimmy. And what's up, Silent Priestess? Yeah, we're going forward today. Hey, Millie. What's up, Millie? We're gonna see. I don't know, Marie. I don't even know how it's even gonna play. This will be my first time doing it, so we're gonna see how it play. We're gonna see. I'm gonna use a little bit of that sexual magic tarot just to see what happened. But like, so you're using on the same type of time that I was on too, because I was thinking this could be kind of freaky, but I was like, I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm just gonna play around and see what happens. So we're gonna get started because we're going forward. So let's see. Let's just get started on Aries. Aries. Okay, so Aries, what would they do if they got you alone? All right, so here we go. Okay. So if they got you alone, it would be already on purpose. Not like in a strategy way, but like they would be super confident around this time. So they'll be big into their appearance. So they'll be trying to like some of y'all they would try to take action on the intensity that they feel between y'all. So they would do something to like get your attention or something to like assert themselves into the situation, either to get a deep talk between y'all going or maybe to get your attention, your focus on them. Because this is somebody who feels like they're very vain. Themselves are very vain. So they're trying to do something that they feel like would either get you out of your comfort zone or something that would maybe turn y'all on. So this could be like I said, maybe to make their appearance extra appealing. This could be like I said, maybe to take charge in situations, maybe be a little bit more aggressive, physically. We'll see. Could even be physically. All right. Or they just want to like shake stuff up between y'all. Yeah, we got the page of wands. So it is. It'd be to do something with y'all. Some of y'all they would try to invite y'all, or maybe try to be a little bit more flirtatious. It'd be trying to gain your attention. So I guess while y'all are together, this would be more so maybe y'all aren't really talking because the Pluto could be a renewal. So some of y'all is like we're just getting back around each other, but this could also just be like a renewing of the passion between y'all. And if you guys already have like a good bond, then this would be like them becoming a lot more intense, becoming a lot more excited, praising you, what I mean? Like showing their excitement, telling you that they're excited to be around you, all of that good stuff. You know what I mean? So they may invite you to do something with them. Whatever they would invite you to do, it would just be in the intent to like get y'all closer. So that way that the bond between y'all can like develop a lot faster. Because that's what they would want. They would want whatever connection y'all have to move a lot faster. So they'll probably try to invite you guys to do something, maybe to hang out, you know what I mean? Or they'll just try to be a little bit more entertaining than normal. So that's why like they may be moving around a lot more. What is that? Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, so they'll try to set up another interaction between y'all. So you'll see. So basically, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Wands, this would be a good interaction between y'all. So they would really try to show off for your attention. They admire y'all. You know what I mean? They admire y'all. They may feel like it would be some type of betrayal, though. Maybe they have a partner or something along the lines. Because sometimes Pluto can also be like, or there's like somebody that y'all may feel like y'all mutually owe loyalty to or something along the lines of that. So like if they got y'all alone, they be trying to talk to y'all and try to invite y'all to like interact more or just be around you a lot more throughout whatever area y'all are. They would just be interacting with you throughout that whole time, talking. Like so if this is like a social, like a regular encounter with somebody, this would be like somebody who'd be like, hey, let's hang out again. Hey, you want to do this again? Or what you about to do next? Or like they kind of get into like an inquisitive and curious mode when you're around. So they'll just be interactive a lot more social, a lot more, like I said, entertaining, a lot warmer. You know what I mean? They'll definitely try to appeal to you physically, though. That's going to be a big thing for them. So more than, I mean, they'll initiate, but like they're trying to gauge maybe for your attraction towards them or gauge the interaction between you to see if, because this is the Queen of Pentacles here. So that they'll probably even try to like show you something about them that they think that you would really like, which could be anything, something that they've worked on, something that they're proud of. They'll try to like bring up something or tell you something about something that they had that maybe was either life changing or something that was like a big thing to them so that y'all can connect. Because that's the intention, is to like make you feel like your influence means so much to them because you're around them right now at this moment. So they will hype you up, really. This would be somebody who would just gas you up the whole time. You know what I mean? Tell you how good you're doing, encourage you, get like they also share in the inspiration around you too. So it's not even a bad thing. It's just that um some of y'all, they want to like change the dynamic between y'all. However that interaction between y'all last ended, whatever, even if it wasn't a bad way, they just would like to change it a little bit more or go a little bit more in depth between y'all. You know what I mean? So like they may grab y'all, they may touch on y'all. You know what I mean? This could be an aggressive person. Like they want to physically touch y'all. So that's the first thing. You know what I mean? But they also want to like embrace you. So maybe this could be hugs. Or this is like somebody who just wants to feel your body, like just feel your body. So it could even be feels like that vibe too. You know what I mean? So it could just be an embrace, them getting playful, all that stuff. Like they open up when you're around. They were just like, what I mean, show that they're excited that you're around. Like I said, probably want you to do something with them that'd be like hands on, which could just be sex. Because that page of wands do be after sex. But even if it's not sex, it's something like some of y'all, I don't know, some of y'all gonna say the casino or like a party or something. Like they invite you to something that they feel like would be exciting for both of y'all, or some type of like once a lifetime opportunity between the both of you. You know what I mean? Like to share a moment. They want it to be like a moment in time that you guys never forget. They want it to be one of those moments that's like burned in your memory that you guys spent this time. So this somebody who idolized or just somebody who like knows that you guys view them in a certain light. So they would like to take that to their advantage and use that. But for some of y'all, it's just for like excitement, for like, maybe for sex. But it just seems to be like for passion, for like just to make sure that the vibes are up. You know what I mean? Maybe because they like your company. Maybe maybe you keep it like exciting, just you being around. Like maybe you're funny, maybe you're a character in your own. You know what I mean? Maybe when you're around, opportunities present themselves that wouldn't have been around, or or it's something like that. Like they kind of keep you around as like a lucky charm, or as like a yeah, I'm gonna say a lucky charm in a sense. You know what I mean? But really, oh, a good luck charm, same thing. Lucky charm, good luck charm, same shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, so sometimes with this Wheel of Fortune, this could be like, I don't know, some type of interaction that like changes the course of time between y'all. So like after that, it would be more and more times that you guys would see each other. So if this turns into like a sexual thing, this would be like a regular sexual thing because they would see some type of benefit to like dealing with y'all, especially with that Pluto. They get to know you on a deeper level, and then they feel like there's some type of deeper, bigger, like I don't know, moment at hand for them to keep you in their life or to keep entertaining the situation. So yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune, I mean, with the Tower though, this Tower usually has to do with like betrayal or deceit in some way. So they may deceive y'all or have like ulterior motives in some way. But like, I guess maybe they would try to feel yours out by just being jokingly playful, like flirting in like a taboo way or flirting in a way that like insinuates a little bit more than normal. Because they would feel bold, is what I'm saying. The interaction would make them feel a lot more confident and make them feel bold. So just to be able to initiate with you, just to be able to like, I'm gonna say some of y'all to get like to shed their skin in a way and to like act like this to them would feel like, a sense of pride. So yeah. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, they may go back and touch themselves, or they may touch themselves around you. You know what I mean? Like in a provocative way, though. You know what I mean? So maybe their arm, maybe their legs, maybe they like, kind of like how people can like kind of set their clothes the right way so it looks really good on their body. So they may do that around you. It's somebody who just wants to catch your lower desire. They want you to like see them in a more sexual light. You know what I mean? So that way either you feel more confident taking action on them, or so that they can feel more confident taking action on you. All right. So what'd you say? All right, so could be a Cancer, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. Yeah, all same signs. All right. Oh, wait. Let's see what's on their mind now. These are some of my favorite cards. Shout out to Good Vibes Tarot, because she gave these to me like way back when I started. What it says, wet dreams about you. Ooh, so they kind of already fantasized about y'all. I say kinda, because it don't always gotta be wet dreams. Netflix and chill. It's definitely sex. I'm telling y'all, that's what be on their mind. And I miss that ass. So yeah, they try to make sure that y'all interactions happen more and more. You know what I mean? They'll probably try to intrigue you in some way so that you'll want to like always come to see them or always want to hang out or always like, maybe want to come back around. It's one of those. If somebody wants you to come back, they may got that come back or they think you do. One of the two. One of the two. All right. Quick shuffle. Taurus, if they got you alone, what would they do? What would they do if they got you alone? So we are using just the sextile. All right. I kind of like the way it feels, so that's why I say that. All right, so let's see. Taurus. So what would they do if they got you alone? We got six house. All right. So it'd be something of service. They'd want to do something that'd be useful, helpful, something that would like show that they should be around you. Unusual. Oh, so they'd be unusually helpful or unusually like maybe they check in on you. So like this could be like maybe if you guys are in the same room and you guys are like having maybe an ego battle or you're like maybe and sometimes the ego battle could just be like who reaches out first. They will unexpectedly make contact first if you guys were alone. Or they would do something that would break the pattern of whatever interaction y'all normally have, whatever that may be. So if the interaction is that we always argue or we always get upset or we always ghost each other or we always whatever pattern y'all would have had or whatever routine that you guys had made between each other. You said I got that grease. Ah! All right, so like I said, they would try to break some type of like pattern that y'all have, something, whatever routine or whatever little way of like interacting with each other that y'all have, they would want some type of breakthrough. So they would do something unusual between y'all. So again, because the six houses here, this could mean that they would like focus on their body, like the way they present it, or focus on maybe their diet. I don't know. Maybe they would talk about y'all going out to eat unexpectedly, or they would bring y'all food unexpectedly, or there's just some type of desire to like explore outside of what y'all normally do unexpectedly. That's the first thing. All right. So I guess they maybe would realize something. Maybe they would realize what the deeper issue is between y'all. All right. Because the sixth house means that they would have to see you regularly or consistently. So that could be the change. Like consistently, they start checking up on you, which could mean like consistently they text you. Consistently, when they see you, hey, you know what I mean? That could just be as simple. That could be the check on you. All right. But I definitely get it with the lovers here. If they got you guys alone, they would definitely again try to show you their body or at least try to appeal to y'all. Some of y'all they try to get you to do something for them like help can you help me with something so they may play a victim in a way for y'all to do something with them or help them out in a way like some of y'all I think it's like just so that you can touch them or so that you can just be closer to them. There's an intention to try to talk so that you guys are like closer and then what you'll notice because opposition and because the lovers is here, the lovers is a mirroring energy, so they would mirror you. Whatever vibe you give off they're going to give off. So if you're super chatty, super talkative, they're going to match it. If you're just kind of like quiet, meek, then they're gonna match that too. So like this is someone who doesn't want to be too much on you. They don't want to push too much on you, and they often feel guilt when they like do the most. You know what I mean? They can be overbearing at times, but like they kind of don't like that. That's what they're afraid of. You know what I mean? But for some of y'all, that may be what's unusual. This is what they may do. So they may like be unusually talkative, unusually communicative, unusually friendly, which is not how it usually is with this person, especially with the sixth house. That's a more independent energy. And now all of a sudden, this person would like to be more so in your space or would like to be more so focused on you and your needs. So they would be more so focused on what you got going on. Some of y'all that be more they be unexpectedly focused on your body, or they be like I said, trying to expose their body, trying to expose their figure. Maybe they've gotten in shape. You know what I mean? So it could be like the clothes. Well, sixth house doesn't have to do with clothes, but it could. It could, because I was just noticing that we are using the sexual tarot. So most of y'all, it is to try to appeal to you with their body and to try to talk to you in a way that like shows you that they admire you and that they find you to be attractive. That's so they would flatter you, especially with the lovers and the Queen of Wands. They would flatter you. They would tell you stuff that you would like to hear, stuff, especially from them. You know what I mean? So it'd be like a compliment. It'd be like, it'd just be gassing you up, but like better than a Page of Wands. This isn't like just telling you stuff that like I don't know you. This is telling you stuff that like they've actually taken the time out to like pay attention to. So the sixth house is somebody who pays attention to the small, minute details of everyday life. So what they would be basically telling y'all is, I've seen things about you that changed, and they would shout those out. And so, like, instead of just telling you that you're beautiful, they may tell you, like, I like the way you handle that situation. It shows you have a lot of intellect, or I like the way you um, emotionally responded to something, because, like, they would like affirm you for something outside of just your appearance. You know what I mean? So, like, even the talking and even the communication style isn't just geared towards like how pretty you are, how handsome you are, or how popular you are, or like what caught their attention. They may say what caught their attention, but it won't be the superficial shit. It'll be something that you didn't expect to come from them, because they would imply that they've been paying attention to you for a very long time. So that's their seduction, is to let you know, like, I've had my eyes on you for a while. So they would let you know that, like, yo, I've been keeping you, I've been peeping you for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And do some, they could do whatever they can to try to get your attention with the Queen of Wands, which could be again about their appearance, just trying to be as attractive as possible, maybe in their walk. You know what I mean? Maybe they're in areas where you can physically, visibly see them. So, like, I don't know what type of room y'all would be in or what type of area y'all would be in. I would assume that some of this could just be like maybe at y'all house, but like this could be anywhere, I guess. I'm just kind of reading it like it could be anywhere, because I haven't really honed into like how this may play. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like out in the air at this moment. But anyway, they would try to take advantage of the situation, because we also got the sun here. So they would try to get y'all attention. Well, they would try to put on a show for y'all. That's what it would be. They would try to be more like almost like an entertainer, but like put on a show where it seems like I'm not trying to get your attention, or like I'm not trying to get your approval. Like I'm just genuinely doing this. This is just me. So some of y'all, if they never acted this way with y'all, that's what they would want to do if they got by yourselves. They would like to do stuff for your pleasure, do things that like would excite you, or that would turn you on, or that would make you look at them as more appealing. You know what I mean? So it could either be their body, it could be the way that they show up for you. It could be the way that they boost your confidence. It could be the way that they like notice little things about you that like maybe you overlooked, or that like you didn't expect somebody else to notice. You know what I mean? So that's what they would do if you guys were next to each other, or if you guys were in the same room. Because that Two of Pentacles in reverse, which just means that they would like adapt to the situation. So it just all depends on like how you vibe with them. Like if I say what I say to you and you go along with it, then I'm gonna say more. But if I say what I say to you and you don't like have the witty banter, because the lovers is a Gemini energy. And when it comes to Geminis, you got to have like more witty banter. It's got to be lighthearted. And even if you don't like it, you just got to say, no. You know what I mean? But maybe not no so seriously, but like, no, I'm okay. You know what I mean? You got to kind of laugh it off. If you're not laughing it off, or like you're not like being lighthearted, playful, warm, then they're not going to like show you that side. So then you can't say you were lying to me. They didn't act like that. How warm were you, or how receptive were you to that situation? Because that's all it would be. It would be an unexpected interaction. So depending on how receptive you are, is the version that you're going to get from this person. Because if you're like outgoing and communicative, then they're going to talk. And they were like unusually talkative too. And you'd be like, whoa, you're talking about, then they would talk about shit that they've seen you do that lets you know, I've been paying attention to you, motherfucker. All right. So anyway, could be a Capricorn, Pisces, Sag, Leo, Cancer, Virgo, Aquarius, Leo, Sag, and a Libra, Cancer. All right. So they was if this was like somebody who, because sometimes opposition can be like there's a hot cold dynamic between us, or there's like a just the opposition, meaning that like who takes lead, like who approaches who starts the conversation, who does whatever. You know what I mean? Like who makes the first move? If there was like that issue, they will unusually do something that would break the pattern between y'all, which could just be like to show off. But like I said, it could be all those things that I was just telling y'all. All right, also let's look. Let's see what's on their mind. What's on their mind? All right. So what's on their mind? Things ain't the same without you around. So that's that. All right, I don't know what that would do with anything. And the karmic lover is driving me insane, and I'm scared that if I tell you how I really feel, you might use it against me. You're a little bit crazy, but I love it. Okay. Okay. So that was that. So that was for Taurus. Let's see, Gemini. So Gemini. Oh, damn. Taurus, that could have, because we did have the lovers there, that could have led to sex, but I forgot to say that. All right, but anyway, so Gemini, what would they do if they got you alone? Let me see, what would they do if they got you alone? Mm, okay, so union. So we'll see. Well, conjunction. So they okay, yeah, they were trying to be, so they were trying to connect with y'all. Maybe be a little bit more hospitable, friendly, social, but in a strategic way. So this could just be like just being maybe I'm not gonna say friendlier than usual because they don't have to be unusual for this person maybe to be friendly, but it would be like maybe wanting to include you into something that they have going on. But like it'd be like in a subtle way where it doesn't really seem like they're like involving you into it. So this would be like maybe even asking you questions that they already know the answer to, just to like, just to try to, connect with you, just to be friendly, just to be social. Because it's somebody who would want a partnership with y'all. So they would try to be, again, with the Libra energy, Scorpio energy, probably try to appeal to you more in a sexual way. This would be somebody who probably planned it. So this would be most likely somebody who planned to meet up with y'all, planned to like, connect. They probably already kind of set it all the way out, like a date. You know what I mean? Like, like a mastermind or somebody who is just very passionate about you. So I think they would try to like express that, but like in a subtle, pleasant, charming way. Like, but like the subtleties, the cues, like certain cues or certain like maybe phrases imply that this person sees you on a more sexual level, or just it's sometimes with Scorpio energy, it could just be somebody who wants to talk in about maybe things that they normally would suppress to themselves. You know what I mean? But based on with the Scorpio energy, it's also somebody who feels the vibe of the connection or the conversation between y'all. We got the temperance. So temperance in this one has to do with them wanting to drink or just kind of like change the mood, the vibes. Like this is somebody who wants to have like the vibes to be more so probably tailored around sex. You know what I mean? Especially with the Scorpio energy, this is like somebody who's like finds you to be magnetically or sexually magnetic, so they'd be trying to appease you, appeal to you, be more of a people pleaser. So like maybe you say stuff that they don't like, they don't say nothing about it. What's up there, Zai? So it's like, maybe you say that maybe you do something that they don't like, or they see something about like that you say or that you do they don't like. They just look past it. That's what it really would be. It's somebody who wants to be really friendly and not rock the boat. So that's what they wouldn't do around y'all. So they would just talk about whatever, and they would be kind of indiffererent to whatever is going on because they really don't give a shit about really what's going on. This is somebody who kind of just pegs you for either somebody who they want to possess or somebody who they just want to have sex with, which is probably the both ways for them. You know what I mean? Especially with the temperance, they just want to be around you. So they'll probably just have good vibes. Maybe they bring drinks. Maybe you guys are drinking. Maybe they try to get you to drink or to indulge. They're going to try to bring peace or try to bring like a more relaxed vibe or a chill vibe. You know what I mean? So this is somebody who has a big personality. So when they show up, they kind of like try to strategically maybe make you seem like the star of the show, almost like a Leo. No, we don't got no Leo yet, but we just got Sag so far. Sag, Libra, Scorpio. So this would be somebody who is strategic about y'all connection. They would definitely try to like take y'all somewhere. Maybe that's why I said, didn't I say it earlier? Change the environment. I said change the vibe, but I mean like change the environment. So like say we are in the living room, we go in the bedroom. Say we're in the kitchen, we go in the living room. Say we're in the bathroom, we're in the hallway. We go wherever we at, we're getting from there. We're leaving from this area and we're gonna go over here. Even if we just get up from the couch to the door, we're leaving from a certain area because this person want to like push up on y'all. That's what their intention is, to be able to push up on y'all, whether it's physically or whether it's just like to be able to like assert themselves, but like in subtle ways. You know what I mean? But I really feel like they would try to crowd y'all space for the most part. So maybe some of y'all, if they're taller than you, they're gonna try to tower over y'all and try to talk to you in that way. So it kind of seems like they're like asserting themselves, but like in a subtle way. And if you're taller than them, then they would be like under you, because I don't know for why that would make a difference. I have no idea. You know what I mean? But somehow here it's a strategy with being this close to you. You know what I mean? So they may also bring up your connection with other people and just like, but like in a way where it kind of seems indifferent. Or they may even mention conversations that I mean mention relationships or other relationships that they had, past relationships or something like that. Maybe they try to, because the hermit is here. So this could be somebody who wants to go deep. They normally don't really like socialize with a lot of different people. You know what I mean? So they kind of already pegged you as being a possession to them or somebody who like they're comfortable with or somebody who like knows them on a deeper level. So like some of y'all, they would try to figure out like if you guys have a grudge, they would try to figure that out. Like, why are we having a grudge? Why is there a stalemate between us? Why haven't things grown or changed? Or you know what I mean? And then for others of you, if it's like a newer person, then they would just be trying to discover deeper things about you, like what's hurt you, what's made you who you are, or like what's been going on in your life. And they would try to like to know deeper stuff. And that's where the seclusion comes in because of the hermit energy. But like if it was like on a sexual level, then it would still be like them maybe talking about like their past experiences. Some of y'all is like maybe to try to like show off because the devil's here. So it could be like you guys are maybe exchanging hoe stories or like talking about past like sexual experiences in a way, or they bring up sex in a subtle, playful, strategic way. Like it'll be talks about sex, but like they kind of like go all over the place because it's the temperance energy. So it goes all over the place. So this person kind of like misdirects you in a way. Like they talk about one thing and then they go into talking about maybe what they really want to talk about. Then they kind of bounce back out, talk about something else, and then go back to what they really want to talk about. So it's like strategy. Like where it comes off is like we're just having a casual conversation, but like because you're getting relaxed and you're getting calm or you're getting cool, now I can start moving closer because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna try to move closer to y'all. Like this could be someone who's a little awkward at times or a little like really reserved, but like I guess as the conversation gets more intense or gets deeper, that's when they start getting closer, start putting like hands on you, touching on you, insinuating more, you know what I mean? And talking, some of y'all about to say some of y'all in like a raspier voice or like a lower tone voice, you know what I mean? So like a little bear, like a Barry White voice, you know what I mean? Yeah. They definitely would try to reveal something about themselves or something they feel like would like change, I don't know, change how you see them. So maybe it could be something that's taboo, something that like maybe they feel like they judge themselves for, just to kind of see if you would judge them. Like this is maybe somebody trying to gauge how you feel about them in that light without really seeing how you feel about them. So like if they got you alone, they would at first, some of y'all at first, it'd be a strategy of them acting like they don't even really like aren't even affected by your presence or aren't even really like worried about you or focused about you. Because the hermit could be somebody who's like self-possessed, just on his own little zone. And with the temperance here, it gives the vibe of somebody who's like, maybe a big personality themselves. So they may act like they're not even bothered that you're here, but they really are. But it's on the inside. But like they won't say that unless you reveal how you feel, especially with that temperance. I mean, with that Scorpio in reverse or the death in reverse. Because this might probably already viewed you guys like a temptation or like a secret desire, so it really depends on how you present the situation again, how you come off. Because this is somebody who's going along with the underlining current between y'all because of that Scorpio energy. They just kind of pick up, like they may kind of know what you want to do or what you're on, but they just kind of want to either they want to hear you say it or they just want to like discover it for themselves. So there's maybe somebody who wants to figure out like maybe they've heard stuff about you. They just want to see, is it true? I want to be involved in that. You know what I mean? But I really get them trying to like be up against y'all or like in close quarters with y'all, like closer than like. So even if you're just in one little area, I'm trying to be closer. So this could be again, this may lead y'all, some of y'all to sex, or because the devil's here, could lead y'all to like sex, and this may be like one of those connections where it'd be hard to let go of them because sometimes this could be like babies, or this could be like something about y'all being intertwined because the death and the death and the death and the devil. That's a toxic connection. One that's gonna be hard to get out of. It may turn into like super sexual, but like also have the intensity and the vibes where you feel like you could do anything. So this could be one of those empowering, or this could be one of those it's like an empowering, or it could be, well, I don't know. I guess in this case, maybe it's empowering because conjunction came out, which means that you guys would work well together, or like you guys would get along together, or just with the death in reverse, it doesn't go past a certain point. And I don't know what point that would be for y'all. Maybe it's marriage. Maybe y'all don't have kids. Maybe y'all don't commit. I don't know. Maybe y'all don't move in. There's some type of barrier or some type of like area that y'all don't go past. So I don't know what that is. Maybe it's just like we just don't do oral sex, or we just don't. I don't know. I don't know what this. I don't know what it would be, but it would be some type of like boundary we just don't go past. Some of y'all, they may even just try to show y'all they dick or like send you pictures of them or some shit like that, like text you it or something, or I don't know, show it to you in their phone or some shit like that. I don't know. There maybe there'll be talks about sex. I'm telling y'all that. All right, so it could be a Libra, Virgo, Sag, Virgo, Gemini, Scorpio. What is that? Capricorn? I say Sag. Yep. Okay. All right, so let's look real quick. We're gonna see what's on their mind during this time. During this time. What'd you say? You said send news, right? They're bringing me back to life. Send news. All right, so let me see what's on their mind during this time. Expressing how I feel truly. Oh, wait. Expressing how I truly feel isn't easy. You make me want to grow in ways that I've always been afraid of. All right. So I guess it'll be hard for them to communicate and talk. That's why it comes off in a strategic way. And says every time I hear it. So they'll probably be wanting to put music on during this time. They may want music, or there may be like a song or lyrics that they kind of relate to y'all situation. It says every time I hear that song, I think about you and our memories. So there's a song, and then Netflix and chill. So yeah, maybe somebody who want to get close to y'all. They probably want to kiss on y'all too if they had that chance. Like the kiss, like this is somebody who's intense, but they like they're gentle too. So like intense but gentle, like only if you want me to. But like I can tell when you want me to based on like conversation, based on maybe like the closeness to us, like proximity to each other. Like this is somebody who knows the subtleties of like attraction, or knows the subtleties of like when sex is on the horizon between y'all. So that's what it is. Or when there's like a change in the wind between y'all. It's somebody who's already kind of privy to it. They already be knowing. So yeah, I guess it's just them like having more of a balanced approach about what happens after that. Okay. So Cancer, that was a lot. That was a whole lot. Okay. So Cancer, let's see. What would they do if they got you alone? Mm, all right. That's a lot. What would they do if they got you alone? Okay, we got Jupiter. What would they do if they get you alone? Hmm, what's that? Okay, Aquarius. So again, the Jupiter is usually about somebody who's going to be optimistic. So this would be somebody who's going to keep out faith that y'all connection will go a lot further than where it's at this moment. So that means that their personality will shine during this time. So if they don't normally express their personality, then they would really express their personality. So this person may be having like a big idea or a bright idea about how y'all could connect. They may just come out with that out of nowhere, just like, hey, if you guys were having like a power struggle or ego battle or like whatever, then they would try to like make up, try to apologize or be friendly. Just try to, they would try to at least like, maybe hi. Like if you guys are not talking and maybe you guys see each other in the same room, they'd be like, you know what I mean? At least try to acknowledge you, like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? But like really they would try to devote themselves towards you or devote their time towards like focusing on you, analyzing what you're focused on, so they would really be like paying attention to you more than anything. So Jupiter in the room means that you probably be taking up a lot of the space. They would try to take up a lot of space. That's a big thing. So there's a bunch of different ways to like take up space, but they would try to take up space where like you can't miss me. I'm the biggest thing in the room. And that's what they would try to do. Try to make it, but like in an Aquarian way, in a way where it seems like I'm not trying to take up the room, but I know that I'm a big deal. So like they would have a lot more confidence around you. You know what I mean? Maybe even a lot more like a little swag to them all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Where they're like really inspired or really focused on whatever it was that they were doing. So like whatever they're doing, you would probably technically make them better because your presence is there. So they would really be focused, really be analyzing, really be paying attention to like what they're doing. You know what I mean? So yeah, they would probably feel like again, maybe like you were meant to be there, or like they were meant to see you, or this was like a divine moment. You know what I mean? There's a reason for us being here. So they would look at that. This was like somebody who's like actually kind of spiritual too. So they would probably like, and them for them at the moment it would be more of like the whole vibe, like, oh snap, we were synced up. This was meant to happen. I was meant to see them today. I was meant to be here. So they would really make a big deal out of this situation, but in like all the like detached, nonchalant ways. But like I guess the behavior would be unusual because, like I said, they would be like I was gonna say airheaded, but like overly confident because you're here. So like it inspires them, it sparks them up, it gives them more motivation for some reason. Um, Ten of Cups, yeah, they would be happy. Some of y'all, they'd be like they cherish you, but they would try to approach you guys when you're about to leave. You know what I mean? So like y'all could be in the same area, but like they wouldn't try to really make a move on you until you were about to leave. Then they would try to like approach or try to like say something or try to like connect when you're about to be on your way out. Yeah, not a pinnacle. So they really kind of like let you do what you do. They just kind of like observe you at first, find you to look really attractive. Like I got the devil here, they'd be tempted by you, but with the King of Swords behind it, they would try to keep their cool, try to be really relaxed, like, you know what I mean? And just kind of keep it professional for some of y'all. Like they don't, this is somebody who does not want to do too much. Like that's where I say it with that Aquarian energy, where it comes off as like, I want to show off, but I don't want to act like I'm showing off for your attention, even though it is. I don't want to act like I'm showing off for your attention. I just kind of want to make it seem like this is how I always be, and you just didn't know this version of me, or you just haven't been able to bring this version of me out. So that's how they would really be for the moment. You know what I mean? Could be a Libra Taurus. We got Pisces, Sag, Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio. I know that they would like you guys to work with them or like be around them or to like accompany them to do something. You know what I mean? They would be more either more supportive or they would be like doing stuff around you that would be helpful to you. So this could be like, I don't know, whatever you're doing, they just be wanting to help you. You know what I mean? Maybe you're washing dishes, then they dry the, you know what I mean? They dry something. I don't know what y'all, but they would, with the Three of Pentacles, they would just basically want to be around y'all and maybe even come up with a plan for like how you guys could like spend some time together or how you guys could do something that would be fruitful for the connection between the both of you. Because they wanted to expand overall with Jupiter showing up first. They wanted to expand, but they don't want to seem like it was their idea that y'all connection went further or that the interaction between y'all went in the direction that it goes. They want to kind of seem like it was your idea or it was you that initiated or that it was you that like tempted them. You know what I mean? Like this might kind of wants to have like a plausible deniability in a way, or kind of wants to come off as like friendly, like good vibes at first. So like this, like they may have the intention of wanting to have sex, but they may kind of come off as like impersonal, friendly, social at first, just playful, you know what I mean? Big headed a little bit, maybe call you big head or something along the line. Like kind of maybe some of y'all are unusually joking, playing in a way, you know what I mean? Where it's really more like anecdotal or sarcastic, you know what I mean? So that's really what I'm getting. Ten of Cups is like I want to spend time with y'all, but most of y'all it's like when you're leaving like on the way out in a sense. So like maybe y'all at a party, maybe y'all at a bar, maybe it was at your house and y'all just spent time together. But then on the way out, that's when I really make my move. That's when I really try like because so some of y'all like during this interaction, they may be like hard as shit if it's a man. If it's a woman, this may be a woman who's like already turned on this whole time and she's really just hoping that you take action. She's hoping that you make the move. You know what I mean? So like she's because the Nine of Pentacles is here, somebody who's going to try to make themselves again look appealing or make themselves look like they're really put together. So they'll be dressed up really nice on purpose. You know what I mean? Maybe this is how this person is, but they with the Ten of Cups, they'd be satisfied that you've seen them or satisfied that like you're here because it feels good for you to be here. And like I said, you make their day better or you make the situation better. So maybe the event that y'all at or just you by you being around, your presence makes a big difference. That's for them, that's how it is. So your presence makes a big difference. So they could be turned on by y'all. And then for some of y'all, there could be some oral sex, or it could be like a talk about it. I think they may try to neck y'all or something like that. Something like that, because we do got that. Like this the cards of the neck. So it could be a little he, nothing wrong with a little platonic he from here and there. You know what I'm saying? So it could be something like that. Because sometimes with the King of Swords, this could be somebody who tries to dominate y'all. So if you guys like that, this maybe, you know what I mean? Or they try to tempt you guys in some way to do it. Like, here, I give you this, or let's do this, or I just want to eat it, or whatever they do. I don't know. Whatever, people use all different types of lines. So like, King of Swords he's pretty tactical, pretty strategic. So and he's pretty perceptive. He's like usually like ahead of people by a long shot with like what's going to happen next. So this maybe somebody who has like a prophetic or is pretty good at reading patterns. So they may kind of recognize the pattern of the way you guys are talking, the way you guys are interaction, or the way that you guys are interacting. Like I said, they were analyzing. So based on the way that you guys interact, will let them know if you fit in the fuck. All right. So they may try to rub their meat up against you if it's a man. If you're a man, then they're probably trying to rub up against you in some way. And this could be rub up against me, or it could just be rub up against you in general, just to try to like feel you, see if it turn you on. All right. So could be a Pisces, Sag, Aquarius, Capricorn. Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Sag. Okay, let me see. You feel me? See, man, it's just a little platonic. He ain't nothing wrong with it. We still friends after that. We are still friends. Let me see. So what's on their mind? What will be on their mind during this time? You made me feel like a teenager again. So that's like that young, inspired energy, like I was saying earlier. What else? They'd be more focused though. It says, "Let me prove to you that I did change." Okay. And I keep fantasizing about when I get to have you again, and you're the plug. Nobody does it like you. So, okay. You know what I like so far? Each of these readings are totally different than each one before it. I like that so far. We're doing great. All these are totally different reads. We are doing so great. Oh man. Okay, so Leo, let's see. So Leo, what would they do if they got you alone? What would they do if they got you alone? Love. Okay, Venus. Okay, so Venus and this one also has to do with them being pleasing, either to the eye or pleasing to the senses, pleasing to like just the environment. So they may like praise you, they may flatter you, you know what I mean? They may just be nicer. I get them asserting themselves though, because we got Mars and Venus. Okay, Mars and Venus and then second house. So they're definitely be trying to push for you guys to get closer, but like really to like build a foundation so that they can move towards sex. Some of y'all maybe move towards, I don't know, getting something that they consider to be valuable out the relationship. So whatever that may be for them, this is somebody who would want to see some type of results for the time, the energy, the investment that they put in. So whatever happens in this room, or whatever happens in the time that y'all together, this person may feel like you owe them. Maybe some of y'all they drop a bag on you. Maybe they like maybe you guys are doing online shopping or some shit like that. I don't know. But this person would feel like some of y'all you gotta do something strange for a little piece of change. Some of you. Others of you wouldn't be quite like that. It'd just be like the next time you guys are alone, there would be like strong sexual chemistry or there'd be like strong desires between y'all. And there maybe even be like a talk about your value system and like the security of y'all connection, the sanctity of y'all connection. All right. I know that they would want to take action on y'all, and this could be in a more loving way. They'd be inspired by just by you being there because they find you to be. This might find y'all to be really appealing on a more sexual level, but also just really appealing, like how you are all together. Like maybe your hair, your clothes, your voice, your just your whole aesthetic. This is somebody who likes your vibe, likes everything about like having you around. So they would probably try to like push for maybe more security in the relationship. So this could be like them asserting themselves in that way and I don't know, whatever makes them feel secure. You know what I mean? Because yeah, they would definitely be more aggressive. In this case, some of y'all was thinking they might try to whip up on you, but I don't think it'd be that far. I just think they would be very like territorial aggressive. Some of y'all they may talk shit. I kind of get that. They may argue or try to like some of y'all was like maybe try to embarrass you or make you feel some type of way. Some of you. Because sometimes with this Mars and this Venus energy, I was thinking men, woman. Sometimes that duality can create power struggles, ego battles. Sometimes there's misunderstandings. And then we got the King of Pentacles in this one. And the King of Pentacles in this one, he look like he finna whip a bitch ass for real. So I don't think that they would be like beating on y'all. I don't know. I don't know the dynamic of who y'all may be dealing with. But this may be somebody who feels aggressive towards like the time, the energy, the effort that they put into the connection, grounding it, so they may just be frustrated. They may like, the next time y'all alone, they may express their frustration, but like try to be pleasant about it, try to be mature about it, but like assertive, you know what I mean? Especially with the King of Pentacles. This is somebody who's like matured and outgrown certain behaviors. So they know how to apply some of their like life lessons to practical situations. So somehow they would try to like approach y'all in a way where it seems more like reserved or like it's like assertive, but it's more like confident and like there's a principle behind it. So I don't know. But what I do know is that they would definitely try to show off their body. It could be their physical, like their actual physical parts, but I was thinking like their physical body itself. So like that would be really the first thing because that Libra energy is like when you guys are around, it's about the aesthetic. So it could be like the way they decorate the room, the way they It could be even like the way they stand in the room. So they may try to stand in the right area, like so that way they look really nice. Like maybe there's a wall with a light, they try to be there. Maybe there's a couch that, like, I don't know, shows their best side. Maybe they sit on the right side of the couch. There's like, this is somebody who's like really focused on trying to turn you on, but like with their appearance and with their like affection or with their sensuality. So it's got to be with their body, or got to be with their scent, or because Mars is also a strategic card as well, but it's more like an aggressor. They don't really use too much strategy. They just use impulse. So there's somebody who would like, by being around you, they would like to like use their impulse with y'all. But with the second house, it's a slow energy. It's like we have to get on the same page, so we have to match the same intensity. So this would be somebody who tries to rally y'all up. So y'all may argue, bicker. That's what I was thinking. Like they may talk shit, but like I think y'all just may argue, bicker. It may just be like an aggressive in that way, because this may be somebody who gets turned on when y'all start like, playing cat and mouse with each other, or when y'all start being maybe louder or some shit like that. There's somebody who likes you. They like the stuff about you, like how you portray yourself. This person likes that, so they would like to like get that from y'all. Now, some of y'all, the next time they're around y'all, there may be an exchange of money that they give y'all, or there would be a talk about money in some way, or talk about what they want from the connection. All right, if they got, yeah, they would invite y'all to do something, or invite y'all to like maybe come over, or they would try to invite y'all into their inner world. They want to spend time with y'all. We got the Empress here. They want to spend time with y'all, but that Empress also has to do with it also has to do with that your aesthetic sensuality, feeling confident, comfortable, you know what I mean? But inviting you like to be closer, especially with the Three of Cups. I mean, we got Three of Pentacles in this one. So this may be somebody who would want to kiss y'all, you know what I mean, and undress you if they could, if they can, because that's where the aggressive comes from. Because especially with the Libra energy, it's somebody who only wants to do what you allow them to do, but they want you to be aggressive. So they really want to throw it back on you. It's somebody who wants to show up as, even if it's a man, this is somebody who wants to show up like you're more aggressive than me. So like go for what you know. So they would try to make like, maybe hype you up, or not hype you up, but try to like rile you up in a way to like make you do that, or like take care, or like baby you in a way so that you feel like doing for them what they would like you to do. You know what I mean? I really do get them trying to appeal to you again with their body and like affection. We got Eight of Cups here. Oh, okay. And the strength. So really this person would try to like be present in the moment with y'all, like, and try to hold on to it. So they want to give you something that you guys can hold on, an experience that you guys can hold on to. So maybe this could be like, some of y'all could be like spending money. The next time you guys are alone, they may buy you something that has value, so that it came from them. You know what I mean? Like, I got this. I got this for my boo. You know what I mean? I got this for my baby, or I did this for you. So they may do something for you that like it goes against their value system. Some of you, they may do something that goes against their value system just to appeal to you, or just to appease you. 'Cause that's what vibe I'm getting. This is somebody who wants to appease you. So like if you guys are like going through, say, turmoil somehow at this point, or like I say, ego battle, then they would just like appeal to you. They'd be a lot more gentle, a lot more receptive, listening to you a lot more. The Three of Pentacles means they'd be helpful, supportive, useful, circle around you. So they'd be like, if they're physically around you and you're like alone, because sometimes, you could be alone on the phone. But like if you guys are physically around, especially with the Three of Pentacles, if you guys are physically around, then they're doing stuff that is useful to whatever you're doing. So if you're cleaning up, then they're like cleaning up. If you're, I don't know, whatever you're doing, they're trying to do it too. You know what I mean? So that's what the next time you guys are alone, they're gonna try to like engage in that way, try to be a part of it, or try to mark their territory in some way. Some of y'all, the way they mark their territory is just by like being around you, being seen with you, being seen around you. You know what I mean? Being seen talking to you, being seen socializing with you. You know what I mean? Being seen, like, I don't know, trying to appeal to you or something like that, or showing off for you in a way, something like that. Like, I'm getting that vibe of like them getting some type of recognition because of that. Because of that. What did I say? No, we didn't do Aquarius yet. We didn't even get there yet. But really, so with the Strength in Reverse and the Eight of Cups, so they really would kind of like try to keep you from like leaving, in a way, try to keep you from like leaving the situation, or from like really calling the end, or something like that, if you guys were going through it, because we got the Five of Swords in reverse, which just means that they want to talk it out. especially in reverse. It just means that there's like we want to come to a peaceful resolution between the both of us. I don't want to guilt or shame you. You don't guilt or shame me. You know what I mean? We just kind of walk away fair and square. They want you to be happy with the interaction between y'all or like what happens between y'all. So really, this is probably somebody who more so wants to please you, but somehow needs you to do the aggressive part first. You know what I mean? So like you maybe make the move, but then they're like, okay, well, I'll appeal to you in this way. But you got to make the first move in a way, or you have to like do what I want you to do first. You know what I mean? So that's the next time you guys are alone, it's like that. It's like you got to do what I want you to do first, and then I'm gonna do what you want me to do, and I'm gonna come through all the way for you. You know what I mean? So there's gonna be a talk. There's a back and forth that happens between y'all. Five of Swords could mean that like they're saying it in a way where like I don't want to piss you off, and don't reply back in a way where you're gonna piss me off either. Because y'all may have a talk where y'all just clear the air. Because somebody's probably frustrated with y'all, some of y'all. You know what I mean? So they may be talking shit. It may just be talking shit. That may be the aggression. All right, so it could wait. So it could be a Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Aries, Virgo, Capricorn. I said Aquarius. Yeah. So she doesn't compare. That would be on their thoughts. So this could mean that whoever they have, it doesn't compare, or whoever you may have doesn't compare. You invade my thoughts. I try to keep busy to keep my mind off you, but I can't. Okay. And then we got my family and friends keep asking about you. All right. So their family friends would be asking about you. I guess it's on their mind. Maybe sometimes that could be like what they're going to tell their family or friends. You know what I mean? You said talking shit don't impress you. Yeah, I don't think it would. I don't think it's meant to impress you. I think it just be like just getting you up, just getting you going a little bit. You know what I mean? You know how people come in and just start stuff for no reason. You're like, why are you starting stuff? They just be wanting like, just annoy you maybe or just kind of rub you wrong sometimes. They just like sometimes people just like pissing people off. I do that sometimes too, but like, sometimes I don't do it. But sometimes I do have fun just pissing people off just because just starting stuff for no reason. My daughter say that all the time. You just start stuff for no reason. Sometimes it's a reason here. I just want to see what you're gonna do. All right, you said talking shit does not impress me. It's the opposite, total turn off. Oh yeah, see. All right, so okay, fifth house. Okay, cool, 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 cool. So if they got you alone, what would they do? Fifth house. Okay. How about say they drink responsibly? We got fifth house and we got Saturn. So they would have an issue. They'd be uptight around y'all. They'd be like strategic. You know what it is? They would kind of care about their integrity around you, how you're viewing them, their reputation with you. They want to be fun and like lighthearted and playful, but it would be a struggle for them. They'd be doing it, but they'd be doing it in a way that wasn't really them. They'd be really repressed. And like, even if you guys were like dating or like going out or like having fun, it would be like they take you serious. I think there's somebody who like wants to have fun with you, but for some reason the vibe between y'all is just serious, especially with the Scorpio and the Saturn energy. You know what I mean? Like they may find you to be attractive, funny, charismatic. It's fun being around you, but like I can't be like that. I gotta relax. I gotta chill. I like having you around. So it'd be like that type of energy. Some of y'all they would want to have sex though, because we do got Scorpio in the fifth house. This would be like one of those relationships where it feels very intense, feels like we're like long time lovers, even if it's a newer connection. Feels like we're long term lovers or long lost lovers or like past life lovers or whatever, whatever. It felt like we've already done the do before, even if we've never done it. And if this is a past person, then they'd be strategizing to go back to what y'all have already done before. So if y'all already had sex before, then they're strategizing to try to fuck you again. That'll be the goal. All right, because Saturn is definitely somebody who's a goal maker. All right, ambitious, driven, persistent. So they would try to be persistently either funny, witty, creative to try to either touch you, or creative to try to be around you, or creative to try to get your attention on them. You know what I mean? So if they got you alone, we got the Hierophant here. Again, that's that like restricted energy of like wanting to do the right thing, and the Ten of Swords. It's restrictive energy. It's like I really care about like what you think or how this will go. So this would be like they'd be more worried about. I mean, it would be fun. Like the conversations between y'all would be funny, flirty, maybe even like vaguely sexual. But like for y'all, this person would be kind of feeling like there's a do and a right and a wrong way with you. They'd be overly strategic. So like even if there was the opportunity to have sex, it may be kind of constricted. It may be like some of y'all just kind of like what do you call it, vanilla sex, where it just be like maybe just missionary or maybe just like, it could be intense, but it can also be like restricted. Where like I'm not doing everything that I would want to do because I don't want you to think of me as no hoe. Or I want to think of you, I don't want you to think that I just eat every woman's ass or sucking everybody's toes or I don't know. You know what I mean? They don't want this is like somebody who wouldn't want you to think that they do this with everybody. So that's where the like restriction comes in some way. Like I don't want you to think that like some of y'all they don't want you to feel like you're super special. Not that you're not, but like just somebody who like really cares about how you would view them and worries about losing the advantage or worries about being taken advantage of in the situation. So they'll probably put on a facade of like not wanting it, but like wanting it. But like again, not knowing some of y'all not knowing how to strategically like express it because it's difficult for them in some way. Maybe they want to talk about it first or talk. Maybe there's a lot of talk that goes on with that Ten of Swords. A lot of talking. And we got Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Okay, well there we go. So they we want to touch on y'all. Y'all do some kissing. There'd be some kissing going on, but it'd be strategic because like it kind of feels like you guys had to go through hoops to get to that point. If I'm really being honest because it kind of gives like they're shy, intimidated, or nervous, or just overthinking it. Like maybe it's your status, maybe it's like, I don't know, your position, maybe it's their status, maybe it's their position. Like their Ten of Swords could be a complication, it could be a blockage, could be an obstacle, it could be a betrayal, it could be a whole bunch of stuff, especially with Scorpio energy. They could be just trying to be strategic because some of y'all, maybe they're married. Maybe they're in another relationship. Like it would be complicated for them to really say what they want to say, but they'd be trying to say something. They'd be trying to be playful, trying to be flirty. Like, but there's like, but so far they can go, you know what I mean? So some of y'all, they would like, some of you, they would kiss you because they could see it going somewhere. So there would be like a kiss. But like I said, it kind of feels like forced or like restricted or like, I shouldn't be doing this. So you know how like people kiss you? Like, I don't know if men do that, but maybe where they be like, I shouldn't be kissing you. My wife might see me, you know what I mean, or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't know if they'd be like that, but like, you know what I mean, like something along the lines. It's something along the lines where they kind of like are maybe nervous or too uptight. It's like a vibe of being too uptight around you. Like, so they take you very seriously, but also find you to be very sexually appealing. You know what I mean? So it's like they already, you know what it is? It's somebody who probably already kind of imagine where this will go and is like feeling either failure or disappointment. So that's what it really is. It's somebody who wants to live up to an expectation that you may have for them. Or maybe they talk themselves up with that Ten of Swords. It could be that they talk themselves up with that, especially with the Three of Wands, Six of Wands. They may talk themselves up, talk themselves into like having to show you or having to prove themselves in a way that maybe they're not like, quite ready. Because they do look at you guys as being a step ahead of previous connections that they had with the Six of Pentacles, or they see this relationship as being a step up from whatever, whoever that they've been dealing with or whoever they dated prior to this. So I was getting that vibe too. Most of it is just to try to get your undivided attention though. They want their validation or the I don't know, the victory of just kind of like being with you, having the experience with you, maybe going on a date with you. So y'all may just like, maybe go around the town. I don't know, maybe like do stuff that like seems adult like first. That's what I will say. So y'all may do stuff that first seems like take me serious, but really what I want to do is like have sex with you. So that's like it may be like a strategy like that, where like this person like maybe y'all go to like the opera, maybe y'all go to like I don't know, you go somewhere where it doesn't really seem like they're trying to have sex with you, and then maybe trying to have sex with you like at the end of the night. You know what I mean? Like where if the kiss goes well, or if you like are reciprocating what I'm putting down, then it's one of those. Because you know what I mean? Because somebody who really just wants the victory of like having you, like pleasing you. Well, I'm gonna say pleasing you, but like really like going past a certain point with you. Because like they kind of feel like I shouldn't. Maybe they feel like it's taboo. Maybe they just feel like it's wrong in some way or something like that. They just kind of want to engage because you know what I mean. Maybe because it's difficult. Maybe because of the status. It could be a lot. Like they just want to engage or indulge in this for some reason. It says nobody can do it like you. You're what it says, you're the plug. Nobody can do it like you. So they probably see you guys as like foreign or like see you guys as rare or just see you guys as something special in some way. You know what I mean? It says come stay the night. So they would be thinking about staying the night, and I want to build with you. See what I'm saying? They it gives like a sexual vibe, but also I could see long term longevity being connected on a deeper level. Maybe house home kids. Because the Hierophant here with the Ten of Swords, like this person has already. It seems like they're already where y'all could be like. It's like they're already outside of wherever y'all are right now, or wherever y'all are in the moment. You know what I mean? That's what it gives me. Like I'm having fun with you, but like I'm already imagining what our kids will look like, what kind of house we could have. You know what I mean? Maybe we're even if we're just talking, I already kind of imagine maybe you being naked, or me kissing you, or me touching you, or me crossing a certain verbal line or a certain physical boundary with you. I see that, but like we're not, or I haven't. You know what I mean? I got to do it strategically and fill you out each time I make a move. You know what I mean? Each time I do something. And then some of y'all, they were like, it would kind of get bigger and bigger. So like each time they do something, it escalates a little bit more. All right. So like if they say something to you, then they would try to like escalate it a little bit more and then escalate it and then add on to that and then add on to that and then try to like compound it until you guys get down to like the nitty gritty of what they really want to talk about. All right, so it could be a Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Cancer, Taurus, Leo, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo. I said Gemini? Okay, I thought I did. Gemini. Okay, so who we on now? Libra. hmm Okay, so Libra. Let me see. They were so sad. Why they were so sad like that, Steph? It's like this is a stupid read. You came in here, let me know, huh? I just gotta let you know. Hopefully it hurts your feelings. All right, so Libra, if they got you alone, what would they do if they got you alone? Okay, 10th house, so you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Okay, so 10th house is usually somebody who's gonna try to respect you. Oh, in a strategic way. So some of y'all they may try to show y'all off or try to be like in the public with y'all because 10th house is like it's public recognition. But with the Scorpio energy, I don't know. Maybe you guys would be tiptoeing around public, skipping around public together, going around somewhere. I don't know. Commitment. So y'all may have some type of secret affair with this person. It may be like, I don't know. Y'all may like in secret coming into a union. So some of y'all just may be sex. Y'all may be having sex in secret. You know what I mean? I don't know. Sometimes it could be like tying a knot, but it don't gotta be that deep. It don't never gotta be that. But what I am getting is that like there'd be some type of like secretive connection between y'all where like we're like giving to each other. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Somehow they may risk their reputation in a way, or risk their image in a way, or like put you out there with them. Like the next time y'all together. So maybe I don't know. Maybe they take a picture of you. Maybe they post you. Ace of Cups. Maybe they try to commit to y'all. So maybe they try to have a deeper talk about the relationship between y'all and wanting to commit. All right, could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, they're gonna try to invite y'all somewhere. So maybe they try to get y'all some drinks. Like it's like, but they want to be out in public too. So they want to go somewhere where like, but it's in a strategic way. So maybe they try to go somewhere. Maybe they try to get y'all to go somewhere where they're familiar or where they're known or where they're liked at. You know what I mean? Like go here where people like me. You know what I mean? This is my bar I be at. This is my I don't know, wherever they be at, let's go here. It's like that. It's like so they want to invite y'all somewhere. Some of y'all just gonna try to invite y'all over because the Ace of Cups has to do with coming over, and then we got the Ace of Swords. So yeah, so the next time they're around y'all, they definitely gonna be trying to sleep with y'all. We got four wands. You're definitely gonna try to get you to come over to their house or try to get you guys to come over wherever they are. Meet me. Meet me with a page of wands, page of wands, four wands. Meet me somewhere. So some of y'all, next time you guys are alone, they're gonna try to get you guys to go somewhere together or do something together that you guys like to do together, which could be sex, but it could also just be like maybe you guys like to smoke, maybe you guys like to drink, maybe you guys like to just chill, maybe you guys like to watch movies. Whatever it is that like brings y'all together, that's what they want to do. So they just maybe somebody who's already kind of knows what to do with you guys, but like in a strategic way. They just want to be more passionate about you. Whether it's in the open, whether it's in secret, they don't really care. They just want to be able to express it towards y'all. So the next time you guys are alone, some of y'all they're gonna try to like be all over you, maybe motorboat you, or try to like smell your neck, or like Scorpio could be like intense. So this could be like a strong hug, a strong stare, you know what I mean, a strong high, something very intense. You know what I mean? Or invite you to do something with them, you know, or they come over to you. They'll initiate the interaction between y'all the next time you guys are alone. They will initiate the interaction between you. So this could be them texting you, calling you, and then coming over, or this could be like them messaging you to come over, or something like that. Or you guys run into each other with the four wands, you guys run into each other in the same area. You guys reconnect in the same area. So maybe like they visit you. And maybe that it may be a plan to visit you, or maybe something along the lines of that. Because we got the star here. This person has high hopes of like y'all connection becoming something. So it could lead to like them again tempting y'all with maybe like a good time. Like let's go to this party, let's go to this event. Like they may want to like take you around, either take you around town, or they want to like take you somewhere where like people be at that know them. So that way they can be seen with you. Or so that way they can like show off. Like this is a page one is a show off. This person wants to show off for y'all. So if you're like, this would be like there's be their way of trying to initiate with you, even if it's a woman, especially if it's a woman. If it's a woman, this gives more of like a womanly vibe in a way. But like if this is like a man, this would be like a man who's like trying to invite you to do stuff with them, but like trying to invite you to do stuff that like means that you have to be seen with me. Because some of y'all, this may be somebody who's jealous or possessive over y'all. I get that with that Scorpio energy. They could be, and the Page of Wands is somebody who falls in love at first sight. So they could be jealous and possessive. So this could be like an intent to try to mark their territory. You know what I mean? To try to like attach you to them, or attach you to their reputation in a way, or attach their reputation to you. Like people know I'll be with you. You know what I mean? Like in that way. So that people like it's taking claim to you. That's the vibe I'm getting. What's up there, Anna Banana? It's like they're trying to stake claim to you guys, but like in a fun way. You know what I mean? So maybe they try to show you off, show you around, take you to like an event, party, something that you guys like doing, just to kind of like make you feel those deep feelings that maybe you once felt for them if it's a past person. If it's a newer person, it's just to try to get some deeper feelings from you. So this could be like joking, playing, hyping you up, flattering you, um, all that just to try to like renew the either to try to get your connection off the ground, because it's somebody who wants you to identify them as being somebody who's fun, or somebody who makes you feel good when they're around in general. So like that's their intention. It does, yeah. Four Wands doesn't. It gives a little bit of. I mean, it is sex. Like if you guys have sex, this may end up being like one of those things where y'all just kind of like stay over at wherever you are. Maybe it's like a fall asleep at night type of thing. Like we already here, so I'm just gonna stay and I just get up in the morning type of vibe. You know what I mean? Because Page of Wands is somebody who wants to turn you on. I know that their intention is to try to turn you on, but it's also to try to like make you want to stay around. So maybe make you want to spend the night, maybe make you want them to stay the night or something along the lines of that. You know what I mean? It's that. What else? Let me see. Let me shuffle this up real quick. Like, let's go here, let's go there. And then you be so tired, maybe so worn out that like you just want to stay. You want to stay here. You don't gotta go home. You can just stay here. I know we was out till like 2, 3 in the morning. Like they kind of want to be like out in the town like that. They say you make me feel like a teenager. You feel me? Like that's what Page of Wands is, like a young wild teen. Like we just gonna go do all this. We up all night watching YouTube and shit. Who does that? It says my mom family keeps asking about you. So they would probably try to imply that other people want to see us together. So that's probably what that strategic. So like we can go out in public, but maybe the public is just like our friends, our family, my neighborhood, your neighborhood, people who know me on a deeper level, but not necessarily the public. You know what I mean? So it could be that too. We're like, maybe we just be around people who know us, people who like know us on a deeper level. Because it says I'm not letting you go and I don't want to fight anymore. So yeah. All right. All right. So that's cool. All right. So we got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Libra, Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Is that all signs? No, but that was close. All right, that was close though. What's up there? Cinnamon toasty toasty? Cinnamon toast toasty. You kind of did that wrong. I mean, it's your name, but like I would have said cinnamon toasty toast. That's hard body. But cinnamon toast toasty, that's cool. I see what you were doing there. Toasty toast though sets it off a little bit more though. But who am I? Who am I? Just some guy on the internet giving random unadulterated advice. All right, so Scorpio, let me see. So if they got you alone, what would they do? What would they do? You said I'm in a good mood today. Am I in a good mood today? I don't know. I mean, for real, I was not in a good mood today. Today was not. I mean, it wasn't a bad day, but like, I don't know. People just kind of piss me off. Little shit. There'd be little shit that like just kind of blow me off. I'm like, oh, see, we were just doing good. Now you just did that bullshit. Now I can't go back to just chilling. Can't just get over it. I need a whole day. I need a day, maybe 2 days. Because why'd you do that dumb shit? All right, so Scorpio, what would they do next time you guys are around each other? Or next time you guys are alone? If they got you alone, what would they do? I think that's what it was. Why the fuck I keep you? See, there's a big difference when you ask that question. But anyway, if they got you alone, what would they do? They would try to show off. They would try to heal your insecurities. So they would try to flatter you, flirt with you. They definitely would try to like appeal to you guys. So they would approach y'all in public if you guys were like in public. But they would definitely try to like maybe be more extroverted, maybe more outgoing, more communicative, more like flamboyant. You know what I mean? They would do more to get your attention. That's for sure. All right. Could be a Leo, could be a Capricorn. All right. So they would definitely make themselves known or make their presence known or like make their appearance known. You would see this person somehow, some way. Because with the Leo energy starting off in the 10th house here, this is somebody who is like, this is somebody who is going to try to get your attention. So you guys are alone. This person is wanting your undivided attention on them. They are either putting on a show, they are being maybe super generous, they're being super talkative, they're really warm, really charming. You know what I mean? Like, so this is like, and they flatter you. So that way you feel like secure enough to try to like do it back to them. You know what I mean? So they're like, oh, you look really nice. So you can tell me I look really nice. You thought I was just giving you these compliments to tell you that? Because did you really need me to tell you look nice? No, I was telling you you look nice for pleasantries. So return the pleasantry. And so it's like that. They probably be along the lines of that. But anyway, I know they want to be generous or they would be more expressive. You know what I mean? Wherever y'all are at, if this is like one of those places where it's like a lot of, well, you can't, if you guys are alone, you're alone. The only way that they can get your, I don't know where I'll be thinking y'all be at when y'all be alone, that they be like try to get your attention. But for the most part, this would be like if we're just in the living room or in the room, then I'm doing stuff to entertain you. I'm telling jokes. I'm being funny. Maybe being a little warmer, touchy on you. Well, Capricorn's not really a toucher. They are, but like that's after they warmed up to you. So that's probably first then with Leo energy, and then the Chiron, that could be insecurities first about trying to warm up to you. But like, you know how it's just going off just now? But so I guess once they warm up to you, that's how it goes off. Then it goes off like where I'm trying to get all your attention now. Now I'm really putting on a show. Now I'm really acting up. They be doing all type of shit. Some of y'all they be bouncing off the walls in a way where like they just want your approval. They want your validation. You know what I mean? Give me compliments. Tell me I'm handsome. Tell me I'm pretty. I don't think they're gonna say that, but like, you know, they'll like flatter you and then they'll be like, yeah, ten of swords. Ten of swords in this deck is like shyness, bashfulness, intimidation at times, nervousness, overthinking, you know what I mean? Messing up the vibes, like restricting yourself. So they'd be like restricting themselves. Maybe they'd be dimming themselves down around you. So where they would normally be like outspoken, they would be like, cordial, but like also kind of like repressed a little bit or like just a little maybe nervous around you, shy, bashful. Hey, like, oh, this could be kind of like a short conversation with them at first until they warm up to you and then they got a lot to say. Then you can't shut them up. Then you be like, okay, let's take a break. Because the Ten of Swords is like they're shy at first. There's like some type of complication or there's some type of like deeper issue that they maybe want to express but don't really know how to say it or how to break the ice. Got the Emperor here, so they want to impress you. So when they're around you, they're going to be trying to impress you with their stature, maybe with their accomplishments, maybe with like their body, like like maybe their physical body, maybe they have a wife beater, maybe they got the short shorts on or some shit. I don't know. Maybe they're dressed the part in a way. It's what it is. Like it's not subtle. It's like, for instance, how I explain it? Like, say, I don't know how I can explain it. Like say we come to his house, he got like the white beater on with the gray sweats. You know what I mean? And you know what he on. You know that's the thotty like outfit. But like, let's say she come to the house with like a shirt and like the coochie cutter shorts, or the you know what I mean, like the boy boxers or something like that, or something Skims on or something. You know what I mean? You kind of know what's up. You're like, oh snap, I see what's up. So like it's kind of like vibe. Like they want to impress you with their like stature. You know what I mean? With their appearance as well. And I wouldn't say it could be with their physical body. You know what I mean? So the next time you guys are around, they want your admiration, they want your acknowledgement. So that's what it is. So they're gonna be trying to like, maybe poke their chest out more, maybe like, I don't know, flip their hair a little bit more, you know, something. They're gonna really try to like insinuate their best features. So like if they're insecure about like, I don't know, their height, their weight, they're gonna try to compensate with something else. You know what I mean? Like, so like they'll still have an air of like regality to them, but like maybe she's not the prettiest, maybe she's not the handsome, maybe he's not the thickest. I mean, maybe she's not the thickest, maybe he's not the strongest, maybe he's not the, I don't know, the most in shape. Maybe he's not the, I don't know, whatever the case, whatever traits they feel like are their strong points, they're gonna try to put that out there to gain your approval. All right. And like I said, so like whatever insecurity they have, they may hide it behind maybe more bravado, maybe being more outgoing, being more charming, more like, social. Maybe they spend on you too. So like maybe you guys actually go out somewhere, but really I kind of feel like this person maybe regrets the way they interact with you though, because like maybe they don't really get to say what they want to say to you, especially with the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. This could be somebody who's like really reserved. Ten of Swords was first as like giving me towards their actions. Ten of Swords can be like we have a conversation, but it can mean like we have like we have a conversation, but I kind of feel like there's something I really need to say, but like I'm afraid to really cross that line because if I have the conversation with you, what if it doesn't go where I want it to go? And now I look stupid or now I look foolish. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, they would just try to be like really encouraging, but the conversation that they really want to have is like it's not really being had, especially with the Seven of Swords. There's some type of insecurity around saying it to you. Because if I say it to you and it don't go the way it goes, this could be the end of our connection. This could be the last time that you may talk to me. You know what I mean? And that person is like, they actually fear a rejection. They fear your rejection because they want to impress you. We had the Empress here. I mean, the Emperor. That's somebody who wants to impress you. So they want to impress you. So they want to either look really strong, really confident, you know what I mean? Or they want to look really masculine. Even if it's a woman, she wants to look like she can hold her own in some way. So like this could be like maybe their house, their room. Like, they may be like, I don't know, just kind of like showing like, hey, I've done this, I got this on my own. So some of y'all, they may be kind of like, bashfully or shyly like giving you a tour of like whatever they got going on or something like that. So some of y'all is kind of picking that vibe up too. Like I get like you get special access or special like behind the scenes privileges in some way with this person. You get to see something about this person that other people don't see. I don't really get it on a sexual level either. Like even if you guys are around each other, it doesn't seem like on a sexual level. It could, but like I think this person, like if it did go that way, this person would feel kind of crazy that they did, because they would kind of feel like they didn't live up to your expectations. Because this might really, really wants to impress you, really wants to give it their all, or really wants to live up to their best around you, especially with the star. I mean, we got the moon here. We got the moon here. So mostly it'd be fantasizing about United Cups too. So they would want to court you, but like you may misread it. You may misread that they're courting you. You know what I mean? Because like they may express it at some points, but like it may come off as like if you want to, or I was just thinking, or like, what if we, like, how people can hint, like, y'all be doing something together? Like, what if me and you were like doing this? Like, so they can like create these scenarios where like it tells you and them together or implies that they're thinking about you and them together, but like never really say it. You know what I mean? Never like come straight out with it. It's kind of like beating around the bush with this Ten of Swords. Damn. They really respect y'all. You know what I mean? Like this somebody is probably like fearful of their reputation or fearful of their image in public. Like, yeah, it's a Leo in the 10th house. Somebody who really cares about their public stature. You know what I mean? They have a fear sometimes of like being publicly ridiculed. So like this is somebody who's like afraid to really go past a certain point with y'all or afraid to really say what's on their mind. Cause like, yeah, I don't want to cross that line. Cause like, like deathly afraid of embarrassment or of like what they call public humiliation. They would like die if she said no or if she rejected me or didn't take my advance and they see themselves as like being a boss or a leader or popular or famous or whatever, they would die. I can't believe it. Because what do they do after that? What do they do after that? They have to console themselves. So they really are trying to keep an air of like respectability, but vagueness and trying to fill like the situation out between you. And if the conversation between you like opened up and you were opening it up, because the seven swords, like I don't want to take, I was denying plausible deniability. So like I don't want to take I don't want to take the initiative for it, but I do want to. But like they don't want to put the whole skin in the game, is what I'm saying. They don't want to like jump straight in. This would be like a boss or manager or whatever who don't want to like you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to lose my job over this, but like, I do want to engage, but like, maybe outside the office or maybe it's outside of this or, you know what I mean? Something along the lines of that. Like, I kind of get that vibe. You know what I mean? So, could be oh, wait, let's see. You said nobody won't be courting me. I'm not an easy piece of cheese. A easy piece of cheesecake. Wow, what's wrong with being courted? I thought y'all like being courted. That makes it easy when people court you. Court you could just be like, I'm just starting to like now start to warm up, charm you, flatter you again, maybe get your number. Because I look at your social media through a fake account or friend's account. So you look at your social media, that'll be on their mind, spying on you guys, keeping tabs on you guys. You know what I mean? What else would be on their mind? You invade my thoughts. I try to keep busy to keep my mind off you. That's what that moon was. I told y'all like they live in their head more so about y'all. So like the next time y'all around, you really wouldn't do too much talking. If you talk and they were talking to you, they really didn't say what they wanted to say to you. That's for sure. It says the things ain't the same without you around. So they would really just want you to be around. That's all. They probably some of y'all they may make that they maybe that's what it is with that Knight of Cups. That Knight of Cups could with the moon. It's like a vague. I like I'm hitting on you, but vaguely. So that could be it by saying things ain't been the same since you ain't been around. So like maybe they ain't talked to you in a minute. Like maybe they hadn't. Maybe you didn't reply to their text in a minute. Something. So it'd be like that vibe of like things ain't been the same since you ain't been around. It's gassing you up. You know what I mean? It's painting you to be like and the object of obsession to them. You know what I mean? That would be your clue to let you know that they find you to be obsessively on their mind or like object of obsession in general. All right, so Sag. Okay, so Sag. You said it's basically non-traditional when you think about how the world society changed. Yeah, it is. It is all now non-traditional. Pretty much all of it is non-traditional. The way the world's changed, women have to make a living now too. That was non-traditional. All right, so Sag. Let's see. So Sag. Okay, here we go. Scorpio. So if they were to get you alone, what would they do? It'd be Scorpio, so that'd be strategic. And Scorpio keep coming out because people be trying to strategically fuck y'all or trying to strategically get closer to y'all. So it's that they try to be more sexually enticing though. That's what I will say. So if you guys were around each other, they would try to appeal to you. Oh yeah, 12th house. So they would definitely try to like. So this would be somebody's going to try to like fill the scene out, like really strategically try to fill the scene out. Because this is somebody who already kind of feels like this is a big deal, or this interaction between you can go somewhere, but where can it go? So they'd be trying to like I would say, steer this into the direction that they would want it to go in like a even like in a strength way, where like I'm being very persuasive, charming, but like also very incisive, like straight to the point, straight to what it is that I really want to happen here, but like also kind of deluding you because I'm also talking about other things that like encompass something a lot bigger than what I'm talking where what I'm really trying to get to. So really they would just try to hang around y'all for the longest, like circle you, orbit you, just be good vibes, maybe bring up something that you guys have talked about before. Because the 12th house can be unfinished business. So they may want to bring up stuff that you guys have talked about before, like whatever, maybe whatever interaction or whatever, like whatever they maybe the last thing that they remember that you guys had between each other, they try to pick that up. Because trying is also a good thing when it comes to like connecting with other people, especially if it's a past person, even if it's a new person. Because if it's a new person, 12th house here means that this person would be like would view you as like love at first sight and very sexually appealing and very sexually attractive. So they would just try to be around you because they would feel like there's a purpose for you being around. Remember how I told you that story about that? I don't know if I told y'all that story, but I think I did. Where I was at the gym that one time, and there was this girl I'd never seen her ever in my life until that one day I went to the gym. And as soon as we seen each other, we locked eyes for a brief second, and I just kind of looked away. I looked up 2 seconds later, she's like working out by me. So she had switched her whole little workout thing to come like right over there by me. I know her now, but at the time I didn't know her. But like, you know what I mean? So it's like one of those moments where like you guys, I don't know where you guys may be at that's alone. I always imagine that you guys are maybe like in a workspace or like, I don't know, maybe apartment, maybe in the hallway. So I'm trying to read it as like general as possible, but I don't know. But anyway, with the 12th house though, it means that we're like around each other. And we could have been around each other for like a while and never really spoke or never really get like in-depth conversations, but that's what they would want. They would like the vibes to be like in depth and for you guys to kind of like enmesh within each other in that interaction, like to be very fully present and focused on this moment. So it could get kind of intense. All right. Like they could be like, talking about stuff that they normally wouldn't talk about or going a little bit deeper in conversation than they normally go with you. You know what I mean? There's an intent to try to like keep you around or to keep you from like fully closing out or leaving from the interaction between y'all. So it could be, yeah. Dinosaurs. They're gonna be trying to talk up a storm. It's a strategic way though, and they're gonna try to talk about anything, everything. We're bouncing around, we're going everywhere. We're talking about this, I'm talking about that. Like I'm just really trying to kill time for real, for real. You just stay here. Let's give an that vibe. Like you don't have to go anywhere. So this is somebody who's gonna be being a lot more passionate towards you guys during this time. Eight of Swords. That's talking in circles. With the Knight of Swords, this is talking in circles. They're gonna really be talking in circles. So some of y'all they're gonna be talking in circles, but trying to get closer to you. You know what I mean? Like insinuating things that get you thinking about them more. Because this is somebody who wants to be on your mind. Like they want to be again an object of obsession, or they want to express that you're. But I think they would have an issue with that. I think they would have an issue with like really getting the thoughts that are in their head out. Because like when you're around, they just be happy that you're around. So really, they would just like be around, be happy that you're there, talk to you, but like not really talk about what they want to talk about. They talk around it. Again, talking in circles. Eight of Cups in reverse. They leave the door open for you to talk about what you want to talk about, though. Like Eight of Cups in reverse is somebody, or Eight of Cups in general is somebody who leaves the door open. You know what I mean? They leave the door open. And if they leave, or if they're like, if you guys are talking, I kind of feel like this person leaves out without you guys getting to where they really want to get to. For real, for real. Like they didn't really get to talk about what they really wanted to get to talk about. They feel like I had a little bit of a conversation. I feel like we got a little deeper than normal, but like I don't feel like I really got to say anything to you that like made a difference. So they want to say something that will reveal how they really feel, but they want to say it in a way that like makes them still feel empowered and still makes them feel safe to do so because they may not really feel safe to do so. They just may be happy that you're around, but they may not feel like y'all have the rapport just yet to be able to talk to you in this way. So there's some of y'all, because we do got a Page of Swords and a Knight of Swords. This could be banter that they like to have with you, like, but it's like banter that like where you may have to read more into it because it kind of can come off as like jokey joke or come off as like sarcastic, maybe come off as like I don't know, opinionated about stuff and it may be about like totally different subjects than what I really want to talk about, but like it's just trying to like connect because I just really want to connect with you. I don't really want to do anything more than like, I mean, they do want to do more, but like they're trying to connect with you so that way strategically you can feel comfortable enough to like have sex with them. Because that's on their mind with the Scorpio energy in the 12th house. This desire to get to know you on a deeper level than ever other people do and to stay claim to you, but on a more subconscious level where like once you're around me, you're not going to notice anybody else. You're not going to focus on anybody else. Nobody else is even going to be able to get your attention. Nobody's even going to be able to like talk to you the way that I talk to you. You know what I mean? So that they kind of want to close you off, like be a cock blocker in a sense. You know what I mean? Where like when they're not around, it feels like something's missing. So they're trying to build that type of connection with you the next time y'all are around. And if this is in a sexual way, then they're going to try to dominate y'all in a way that like they feel like you're going to want to keep me around or you're going to want to come back to me or you know what I mean? Like very intense. This is somebody like Scorpio. When it's starting off a Scorpio, somebody who's very sexual, but also like moist, like a kisser, or like a very like maybe sweaty sex, hot sex. So it's maybe somebody who tries to like put it on y'all like that if you guys have sex. If it doesn't go that far into like the sexual thing, then it'd just be like they just want to talk and like leave the door open for more communication. Call me, text me, I see you after this again. I'll see you again. We'll talk again. We're, you know what I mean? Like the 12th house means it's a repeated cycle. It's a never ending cycle. So like they want to continue to have you around repeatedly. You know what I mean? And obviously they want to see where it can go. They kind of feel like it has a deeper meaning already, or that you're meant to be in their life, or that you guys are meant to have this experience between each other, or have y'all have a bond that's unspoken. So they may want to speak about it. But with the Eight of Cups there, it's still not fully like expressed. The Queen of Cups is just kind of like you could feel it more than anything. You should be able to feel how I feel about you, opposed to like what I do for you, I guess. Because they're gonna talk about it with the Queen of Cups and the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. There will be a talk about it, but it also gives off a vibe of like there's more that we need to say, or like maybe there's a desire, a yearning to say more, to do more. I see you again, I call you again, text me when you get home type of shit. Like it's like that type of vibe. They just want to reveal that they are aware of either competition for y'all, or they're aware of like their deeper feelings, or that you're aware. They either want to bring that to your attention, how they feel about you on a deeper level, or they want to bring to your attention like that they're curious about you in some way. They're curious about you on like either a more sexual way, or curious about like you on a more intimate way. But I really feel like it's sexual because like they like your vibes. They feel like it would be a benefit. They feel like it can grow, that you're really positive. Just when you're around, even if you don't say much to this person, even if it's a newer person, just you being around made this person feel like, warmed up enough to like want to talk to you, is what I'm saying. So like just being around you, they'd want to say something like, hey, they would feel called to saying something to you, even if it's a newer person. The minute around you, they just feel like I feel like I know you. I feel like I need to talk to you. I feel like I can just like tell you about like what I've gone through for no reason. You know what I mean? They just feel drawn to y'all. All right. On a sexual level, but like also on a spiritual level too. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, so anyway, let's look. Let's see what's gonna be on their thoughts during this time. Okay, we got 160 in the chat. Like earlier, I could have sworn I seen it go down to like 44. I was like, it's at 44? What the feezy? All right, so what's on their thoughts during this time? You're the plug. Nobody can do it like you. So that's like leads back to that Eight of Cups where like things are missing when you're not around. Netflix and chill. All right. What else? Forgive me, please. I wasn't getting that. But the 12th house can be closure, so maybe. I'm scared that if I tell you how I really feel, you might use it against me. I was definitely getting that one. But like they were trying to get into the right groove to be able to say it to you. So like that's their whole thing. They will linger around until the vibes feel good enough for y'all to say it. So y'all may talk a little bit about like bullshit, and then if the vibes like get better during the conversation, then I'm gonna talk about what I really want to talk about. You know what I mean? Again, it's the same vibe, but like just a little bit different with y'all because the pattern is like they be facing these limited beliefs that they have in their mind, like like I can't do it this way, or I can't talk this way, or I can't act this way, or there's just a way that I'm willing to go with this person and a way I'm not willing to go with this person. So they may kind of be worried about that, or a way that they may have a perception of how you view them too. So that may also be like what like kind of holds them back, or it could be a worry about like how other people view them. So okay, what's up there, Catherine? Okay, so Capricorn. Let's see. If they got you alone, what would they do? If they got you alone, what would they do? Probably whip on your ass. Nope, Scorpio, and God damn, she came back out. So it's almost like Sagittarius, same energy though. Scorpio in the 12th house. And then we got sixth house. Okay, so they would be definitely trying to be part of your day to day. All right, so if they got you alone in general, you can't be part of your day to day, but like they would try to carry that pattern on though, because the 12th house to the sixth house is going to be a carried on pattern. So they would try to get into your mind, or try to get into a part where like you feel like you have to have this person around regularly. So this may be a sexual experience though with the 12th house and the Scorpio energy. This could be a like so this may be somebody who tries to like I was gonna say mind fuck you. So maybe they're manipulative in that way where they try to like make things seem a lot deeper or a lot more spiritual or a lot more connected than what they are. They may be also trying to connect the dots between y'all in the interaction. Like maybe some of y'all grasping for straws or trying to find things about you that maybe are imperfect. So they may be looking for some of y'all like your weaknesses. Because that Scorpio could be strategic and looking for leverage. So some of y'all that when they're around you, they may be looking for leverage or looking for like a way into your inner world though, because that 12th house, that's your inner world. So they like to get into your inner world, you know what I mean? Get to know you guys on a deeper levels, find out what triggers you guys to be passionate, figure out like what you guys want, maybe sexually. We shall see though. You know what I mean? But they'll do so sixth house could mean that they also want to do something of service for you or like sacrifice their needs for you, especially with the Scorpio in it, but it's strategic though. It's strategic. So they may sacrifice what they want in the moment for you. So to please y'all, or just to kind of keep you around, just to get you cozy. Some of y'all is to lock you in a way. All right, we got the strength. Yeah, we got strength in reverse. We got, I mean, well, we got, there's no strength in reverse. It's just the strength. We got the strength, the moon, the two of cups. So they were trying to convince you guys to be in a relationship with them or to like be around them a lot more. So there would definitely be a desire to try to kiss y'all or to try to overpower y'all. Now let's just say if this was like a sexual experience, if that's what y'all were looking for, then this would be like them trying to like win you down or pin you down. Like so like they would be more aggressive and like maybe grab you by the neck or grab you by the hair or grab you by your ass or grab you by your arm in a way, like kind of like grab you. There's a definitely a touchy feely person. So and this would be somebody I was gonna say just try to pull your breast out, just pull them titties out. Or they pull theirs out like that. I get oral sex too in this one. Damn, y'all some freaks. Because this one is like this one's actually going somewhere. Like the other ones, I was just reading it, but this one, they really be doing the do in this one. Because in the moon, the women got their legs like locked around the guy's head. So they may just be wanting to bite it or eat it or do something like that. Maybe they just want like oral sex or they just want to please you. Like it's like I said, they sacrifice what they want in the moment for you. So that's what's going on here. You know what I mean? Could be a Cancer, Libra, Taurus, Pisces, Aquarius, um, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Leo, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo. I'm telling y'all, they're trying to get you guys to be like seeing them on a regular basis. So whatever happens here is an intent to try to get control over the dynamic or get control or to get more of a clarity about how you really feel about them on a deeper level or to be able to have some type of influence or some type of control over your feelings and the relationship because they may feel confused. That 12th house can sometimes be confusing, and the moon is here too, which is like a 12th house energy, it's Pisces energy. So it can be confusing. You know what I mean? It's like an intent to try to confuse you at times too. They just want to have control over the connection so they can feel maybe more safe. Because Scorpio energy, somebody who has a fear of abandonment, betrayal, possessiveness, jealousy. They have fear of loss. So this could be somebody who's like worried about all these things. So that's why they're being strategic, and that's why they'd be so subtle because they'd be worried about losing you. There's somebody who wants you to be part of their day to day. They may want to have a secretive connection with y'all, so that might be part of the like why they're being strategic in a way. This I think they just really want to overpower y'all, but they really want to like conquer you though. It isn't like I just want to like just overpower you. Like I want to conquer you. I want to have to charm you. I want to have to win you over. I want to have to be generous. I want to have to be confident. I want to have to be, you know what I mean? Like a version of myself that I never had to be before. So like they would transform in some way when you're around. Like maybe you inspire them in a way, or you make them more passionate in a way, or you know what I mean? Like when you're around, it just inspires them to like, I don't know, do do more. I don't know, do more. Like do more to like appease you or win you over, or like do more to gain your approval, which is the same thing as appease you, huh? That's really what I'm getting. So because it's Scorpios here, they probably be trying to appease you, try to appeal to y'all with their body. Again, like probably be dressed where you can see the figure of their body. So like if it's a man, you can see the muscles, or you can see his physique. You know what I mean? And if it's a woman, it'd be the same thing. They want you to see their body, their physique. But I get this one going sexual if you guys were to get along, because this is somebody who's going to want you around on a regular basis. They may need you for service, for like responsibilities. So some of y'all, they may be like hitting you up, texting you regularly, or making a way to be around you regularly. Because this is somebody who's just like once they have the interaction with you, they're stuck. That's somebody who stays stuck to partners or stays connected to partners, and they never go anywhere, or they won't want you to go anywhere. It's something like that. You guys keep repeating a pattern, or will repeat the pattern. Whatever pattern y'all have when y'all be around each other, it's going to happen again. But this time, this person wants to like strategically break it. They just, I guess they may try to figure out what it is. They want to be able to take lead or take charge though. And with the Five of Swords here, this could be like, maybe, I don't know, maybe they're going to talk, that would be them talking it out, but they'd be like them confronting you. And with the High Priestess here, the High Priestess is like, I want to reveal deeper things about myself, tell you aspects about myself you didn't even know. And some of y'all, this happens when y'all are leaving or when y'all are finally fed up with them. So this may be like, this 12th house could be like, we're going for closure. I'm about to have this final conversation with you. What's up there, Amber? You showed up at the last minute, though. Thanks, Amber. Thanks for being here. But yeah, so like this could be like at the last minute when you're about to end, like when it's about to go. They're like, oh, okay, I'll be here. Hey, I got your back all day, Amber. But yeah, so it's like the high priest is a tease, and then the ten of cups, and this one is like I give it to you when you're about to leave. So I guess there's like you get some type of either exclusivity, like the relationship that you want from this person. There could be a proposal for that when you're finally about to leave, and when you're finally about to be done with them. That's when they want to give you what you want. You know what I mean? Which could be commitment, especially with the high priestess and the ten of cups. It gives me commitment, but this may be like a more, like I said, secretive, hidden, not really talked about dynamic between y'all. We got the relationship, but we're just not talking about maybe like the parameters of the relationship. You know what I mean? And like I said, if it's a sexual thing, they don't want it to be an isolated event. They want this to be a regular thing. Like this needs to happen regularly. I want you, but they only want you to themselves though. All right. Like even if it's a secret relationship, I only want you to myself. So like this time it'd be, kissing, it'd be, me trying to like assert myself more than I normally do, trying to pin you down, maybe trying to please you more, but like in an aggressive way, but like I'm sacrificing what I want from the connection so that you can have what you want so you stay around. All right, so let's look at their thoughts during this time. What is their thoughts during this time? I don't know. For some reason I want to say some of y'all they may buy y'all clothes or something. Maybe change clothes. They may change clothes too. All right. They may also tell y'all that they had a dream about y'all. It says I missed that ass. So that would be on their mind during this time. They do get hooked on us, don't they? Forgive me, please. Okay, so they miss you and forgive them, please. That doggy style. That's what they be missing, the doggy style. That's what I read, watch your horoscopes to be all up in your business. That's all it really be, y'all. It just be the doggy style. Bitch, you don't love me. You just love my doggy style. That's that Snoopy dog. I gave y'all signs: Virgo, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Sag, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Leo. Next time you guys are alone, they're trying to win you over. hmm Let me just let me just eat it. You know what I mean? Does that make up for y'all? Does that make up for y'all? Let me just eat it. That make up to it. Does that work? That might work on me sometimes. Depends on the day. I'm like, all right. And depends on what happened. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Aquarius. What would they do if they got you alone? Saturn. Damn, that's never really a good start. So we'll see though. We'll see where it goes from there. But that's never really a good start. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Maybe. Okay, maybe. So they would try to approach you guys in a more respect. Oh yeah, we got the Leo. So okay, this could work. This could work. So they got you guys alone. They would try to approach you guys in a more respectful but intense way. A way that's like that shows that they take you seriously. Some of y'all they like maybe express they're proud of you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm so proud of you. Maybe they share an accomplishment with you too. I know what though, they'll share something intense or something deep about themselves with you. Or you'll see some type of big change about how this person expresses themselves around you. Maybe they do a lot to get your attention, to draw your attention in. Especially I was getting that with that Leo and that Scorpio energy. They may try to draw your attention in, so they may act out really bad. What's up there, Miss uh Cosmopolitan? And what's up there, Marty Gray? Okay, so they would get real serious when you're around. That's the first thing. So they may get into like character when you're around. We give them like Capricorn, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo. They definitely put on like a serious, some of y'all a serious face, or like their game face, or something. This person didn't come to play. They came to win y'all. All right. So they're coming to show you their best traits. So they may try to like outperform other people. But if y'all are by yourselves alone, maybe they think that maybe they're worried about like y'all connection to other people. That might be part of like what it is. Like how's it going between how they go between you and a previous partner? Like that may be kind of what it is. Because Saturn could be a restriction. And what I'm thinking of the restriction is of them maybe like wanting to do more than what they should be doing. So I really feel like they want to show off towards y'all. Maybe show you how well they're doing, how good they're doing, how much they've grown, how much they've evolved, how much they changed. I feel like they want to do that. So I don't know how long, how like who this person is to you, but that's the vibe I'm getting. The next time y'all around each other, they want you to like acknowledge their hard work, or they want to acknowledge your hard work, or they want to acknowledge some type of big change, either in you or in them, or they want to like gain your approval so that they can have a big change between y'all because Saturn can sometimes mean there's a blockage between the connection going past a certain point. All right, so they would like to have a renewal with y'all the next go around. All right, four wands. That's four wands of reconciliation. Well, it's a reunion. So they would like to meet up with y'all, reunite, date y'all. All right. If you like, if y'all spending time together, this is just like enjoying the time that we're together. That's really the big thing. Enjoying the time that we're together and trying to make the best of it. So they be trying to like take it to another level between y'all with the four wands. This is the honeymoon stage. So they would like to either set a foundation, set a date, meet you somewhere, or come over to your house or invite you to their house. It'd be something along the lines of that. There's something like we need to either meet, you come to my place, I come to your place, or we date, or we set up a date. It's something along the lines of that because it kind of gives like a responsible vibe with the Saturn energy. So they would like to lay down. Some of y'all they gonna lay down like the ground rules, or they would just like to like you know make their presence known, but like also acknowledge you, like respect you in a way. So maybe it's just like simple as saying hi, being charming. Hey, what's going on? How you feeling? What's up there, Queen Stylish? Maybe like that. All right, what else? If they got you along. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Cups, my bad. Oh, it's a Page of Cups. Page of Cups crush. So they would invite y'all to do something with them, play with them, hang with them, date them. It's most likely a date with the Page of Cups, Four of Wands. But it could be also be to invite you over to their house. It could be also to invite you to do something with them that you both would enjoy, something that you both would have a similar interest for. So they would try to invite you to do something that you guys have a similar interest in. And it comes off as like playful, flirty, charming, you know what I mean? Like gentle, friendly. They would try to be that way with you, like really, really nice, like appeasing to you again. Like what would you like? If you want drinks, you want food, you want if you guys are at like a house, but like in general, they would just try to be very pleasing and like also like I said, respect your boundary, respect your space, but do a whole lot to catch your attention. You know what I mean? Like something what they would want to do is attract you over to them. If you guys are in like the same space, they want to attract you guys over to them. So they really want you to like maybe something they would like to change the dynamic where like at first I'm trying to gain your approval, but now I want you to gain my approval after that. So like after I get your approval, now I need you to get mine. So this could still kind of lead to like what I say was like where maybe they flirt with you or they flatter you, but then they look for a flattery back. It could be that too. You know what I mean? But usually with the Knight of Cups, this yeah, Knight of Cups, I mean, Page of Cups is a flatterer. They are too. They just give you like light compliments. Like they call you cute. They tell you you're doing a good job, or I don't know. They just be like kindly friendly in a way, or like cordially cordial, like pleasantly friendly. It's pleasantly friendly is what they want to be. So like this may be somebody who's very stiff on other people, but like around you, they lighten up, they warm up. So that's I guess it's a change. You'll get a changed version of this person that other people don't get to experience. That's maybe that's what it is for them. Because Saturn could sometimes be like, I'm stone, I'm hard on people. You know what I mean? I'm like, like a teacher. It's a father figure, a grandfather. You don't play those games with your grandfather that you would have played with your mom or your dad or your cousins and shit. You don't play with Papa like that. So it's the same vibe, even if it's a woman. It's like there's an air of like respect or an air of like a healthy acknowledgement for like you're not somebody that I can just take advantage of or do this, that, and the third with. You know what I mean? I gotta respect you. So like there's that. They would acknowledge that. But also because the Page of Cups is here, there could be an apology with the Four of Wands. They may make up with y'all. Y'all may apologize. I mean, they may apologize. You may apologize. I don't know. It could be a sorry because it's somebody who like wants you to like see them as having integrity and respecting you and not crossing a line and something along the lines of that. I'm not watching it. Oh, fucking in. Okay, so Ace of Swords. Next time you guys are around each other. Okay, if this is going like in a sexual way for y'all, this may actually be like a quickie. For real, for real. It's maybe like a little quickie. Y'all meet somewhere real quick because I got the night of cups. Like they may try to get you guys to go out. It may be like a drawn out experience, but the sexual experience may be kind of like quick. I don't know what's going on. That it maybe need to be so quick, but maybe I don't know. I have no idea. Because it's somebody who's like idolized and been waiting on this moment. We got the hangman here. They've been like waiting on this moment. So somebody who's like been wanting to court you guys for the longest or been wanting to like approach you guys for the longest, they're just going to present the opportunity for y'all to like engage with each other. You know what I mean? So they'll be maybe like friendly, flirty, hey, hi, you know what I mean? A little bit more pleasant than normal. It's a change. It's a big change between y'all. And the big change is like maybe they're more ecstatic or enthusiastic. Like when you're around, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? It's like happier than normal, more talkative than normal. You know what I mean? Setting up plans for y'all. Like, you know what I mean? It's giving that vibe. It's giving that vibe. But or at least they just kind of like insinuate that we can have plans together. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, compliment, flattery. It's all the little stuff that kind of lets you know that like I admire you or I adore you. They let it be known. That's what I will say. They'll let it be known that they adore you, that they find you to be cute or appealing, or they just come right out and tell y'all. So it's something that maybe it may have took this person a while to do that. You notice how I was doing all this to get back to just to tell you that they're just going to do that. So it may have taken this person a while to do that. You know what I mean? It took them a while to like some of y'all to get past their ego or to get past their like reputation or get past maybe some type of difficulty or something that was hard to them, something that they felt like they couldn't do, something that they struggled with. So whatever it was that they struggled with or felt they couldn't do, when the next time you guys are around, this person is going to feel empowered to be able to do it. They're going to feel inspired to be able to do it because you're around. Because like this person really like has the googly eyes for y'all, or really just sees y'all and like I can't do no wrong type of energy. You can't really get it wrong with this person. You really couldn't fuck it up. You know what I mean? So let's look at see what's on their thoughts during this time. What's on their thoughts during this time? I regret doing you wrong. Okay. And let me prove to you that I did change. And what else? And I'm having a hard time being vulnerable and putting my guard down. So this person may have an issue like expressing themselves around you, but there's going to be a change. It says the way you touch me. So yeah, I did what I say about the sexual thing. If it was a sexual thing, it could be kind of quick, kind of fast. This person may be like more of an assertive person, so they may kind of like want to just I don't know how that may work where they just want to assert themselves over you first in a way. I don't know. This may end up being like one of those like maybe it's like maybe you guys were drinking during this time or something because this may be like something where this the person kind of like maybe wants to lay on you or lay around after that. So I get a vibe of like wanting to lay around after that. You know what I mean? This person could also some of y'all they could also be into like where they tie you up and shit. I don't know which one that is. Where they be like tying you up and shit. I don't know what that is. What's the call where they tie you up? BDSM? I don't know though. I don't know. All right, but anyway, could be a Capricorn, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Aries. Okay. Yes, BDSM. Okay, I thought so, but I don't be knowing. You know what I mean? I was playing that shit where they tie people up. Oh, did I do that? I did do that. Okay, cool. Okay, we made it to the end. What'd you say? You said, as a cross watcher, I am no longer dating an Aquarius and don't trust them. I mean, you can't say that about all Aquariuses. They're not all like that. They're not all. That's just a portion of them. Rigor and rope. What's a rigor? I don't know anything about that. A rigor and rope bunny? Rigor. I gotta look that up now. What is a rigor? Okay, well that came out, so we're just gonna go with those. So that's three of them. So I'll just count. Oh, okay. Here we go. So they'll want to express the desire to have a relationship with y'all. So this could just mean that next time you guys are around, this could be a talk about bringing up the past, the experiences that y'all may have already shared before. If you never shared an experience with this person, then there'd be an intention to try to connect on y'all on some type of similar interest, or to meet back at somewhere, or to get back to each other, or to reconnect again. So like after the interaction, you want to do it again. There'd be that type of talk. You know what I mean? Um, so what do they want to do? They may want to talk about relationships, your past relationships, their past relationships. They want to shine light on areas where they don't really know much about you. So this could be to also come to an agreement on something that you guys maybe have like kind of pushed to the side or suppressed between the both of you. They want to bring that up. So whatever that may have been, so it may be a conversation. There may have been like an issue that they wanted to resolve between the both of y'all that never really got to like they never got to like they never got to the bottom of, or they never really got closure or never got the answer that they were looking for. There could be that, you know what I mean? So I get like there could be like a negotiation between the both of you, or just a desire to get like to bring like a happy medium for the both of y'all so that there's no stagnancy in the relationship. They don't want it to end. That's what I'm really saying. So like the next time you guys are alone, this person wants you guys to get back to whatever you guys were doing before. So if you guys got unfinished business, then I want to get back to that. And unfinished business doesn't always mean a bad thing. Unfinished business could just be like maybe when I leave, I go home, I come back. The unfinished business is like what were we doing before I left? Like maybe we were watching a Netflix series, and then I go home, and then I come back. We just finished that, or maybe we were having a talk before I went home or before. I mean, if you guys live together, that's one thing. But like you don't even need to know what's going to happen the next time you're alone. We live together because you're never really alone. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But anyway, I mean, I mean, if you don't have kids and you guys are always alone together, so there would be no real need to know unless you were wondering if he was going to come home and whip on you, and turn the cameras to the front door. Call the police. Get him out there, this guy. I don't know why I think of that every time I say that. Call the police. There was this guy. It was on. I seen it on Facebook. It was this lady. She was driving. She had her man on the hood of her car, and her hand was in the. I mean, he was holding on, and they was like, "Sir, are you okay?" He was like, "No, I'm not okay. Call the police. She's trying to kill me." And he was like on the hood, and this lady was doing like 60 with this man on her hood. And that's every time I say that, call the police. It makes me think of that. I don't know why. So like this person may go out of their way in some way, like really put on a show in a way just to try to get what they want out of this connection with y'all, out of the situation between y'all. I was just noticing that. I think that's what I was really getting at. 'Cause this is somebody who's mastered relationships or has mastered getting what they want out of negotiation. So they may be overly confident the next time they're around you. All right. Yeah, we got the high priestess. They may try to tempt y'all, but also try to keep the vibes really cool. So they're gonna try to control the vibe between y'all, the environment between y'all. So they're gonna try to keep the peace in general. That's what they're really going to try to do. Keep the peace, smile, be charming. You know what I mean? Say less than necessary during the interaction with you. So they'll do more listening than talking, being a lot more receptive. You know what I mean? And so this is somebody who's really trying to get to the bottom of the situation between y'all, but by listening. All right. And then Seven of Swords. Okay, Seven of Swords and the Temperance. Okay, so basically they'll be able to reiterate whatever stuff you're saying to them. They'll say it back to you, but they'll just revise it. So like you be like, "Ah, So this would be something that kind of annoys me at times. Like, so people throw it right back on you. So what happens is, like, you ever text people like, "Hey, how was your day going?" It was like, "Oh, my day was it was okay, but how was your day going?" You didn't tell me shit about you. How's your day going, asshole? Let's try this again. Let's go back over this again. How's your day going? Then you'd be like, oh, my day was okay. I just went to work. That's not, you know what I mean? So, like, this may be somebody who avoids really going deep and throws it right back on you. Like, they want you to do more of the talking. They want you to kind of lead the environment or lead the vibes between y'all. And they just kind of like match you or mirror you. Whatever you do, I'll just mirror back to you. You know what I mean? Like, so they may allow you to be like, be in charge a little bit more. They may allow you to like really express your personality a lot more. And they just follow your lead. That's what I was noticing. They'll follow your lead at this time because they, you know what it is, they don't want to disappoint you or they don't really want to like upset you. They want to keep the peace. That's what I'm really picking up. It's like I just want to be peace. They just want to keep the peace between y'all. So they may try to avoid saying certain stuff just so that you guys can come back together, or just so that you guys can have like a happy experience with the Four of Wands and the Temperance and the High Priestess. You know what I mean? This person may already know how you really get. And the High Priestess though is a tease. So they may tease y'all, you know what I mean? And some of y'all, they may try to get you guys under the influence and then leave. So they may try to get y'all drunk or try to get under influence and then leave, or like set it up for them to come back. So I don't know where y'all may be at that like they try to set up and be like, oh, I'll be back. You know what I mean? This could be a little lie, but maybe not. I don't know. But I get them like just trying to keep the vibes good, trying to keep the peace. You know what I mean? But like also wanting to clean up whatever may have happened between y'all or clear up whatever may have happened between y'all with the four swords, four, I mean with the four wands, and we got the four cups. They just want to get cozy with y'all. They want y'all to just be waiting on them. So that like so maybe they just be waiting on y'all the next time y'all around. Like they may have like candles, food, stuff that's like comfortable for you, or like they may already have stuff already kind of like ready for you. That's why I kind of feel like this person may have like went the extra mile to make like they may know you, they may know what it is that you like or what it is that you really want. So like they be strategic and like kind of like lining it up for you to have it that way. Like I get them wanting to like really just keep the peace around you or keep you happy, like as happy as possible. It's a manipulation, but it's a manipulation to get what they want from you, which could just be sex because of the four of wands. Like I tease you, so we may talk about this all day long in a way, or I may talk about it in some way, in like subtle ways, and like and like just to try to invoke emotions within you. And then when you like tell me stuff, I say back to you what you've said to me, but I say it in another way. Like it's the same shit, but I'm just like rewording it and like rebranding it and then throwing it back at you. Like, oh, you said this, that, and the third. Well, I'm just gonna say this, that, and the third back to you. You know what I mean? But like in a way where like I don't want to get you mad. So like maybe you be like, I had a long day. They're like, me too, babe. I had a long day. Or you be like, I seen you over there. I noticed you this way. You're like, oh yeah, I noticed you too. I noticed this, that, and the third. Like they try to allude, some of y'all, they try to allude from some of y'all, because somehow I want to say this, some of y'all they've been spying on y'all. They may have a fake page. This Seven of Swords and this High Priest was giving me, they may have spied on you. This may have been somebody who got research information on you from a fake page or got information on you without telling you. May have like, you know what I mean, read text messages, emails, calls, something, may have gotten information without telling you. You know what I mean? And they may just kind of like carry it on, like they don't really care, like they're not really bothered by it, or that it does, like they didn't even notice it, or like just want to keep the vibe. So I just want to have a happy home or a happy connection with you. I'm overlooking some of the stuff that I know that you're probably doing on the sly or that you have done prior. None of that really matters to me on the grand scheme of things. I just want a happy house or a happy like experience, like a comfortable experience with us. I just want us to be at peace. So if this like a short, if this is like a sexual like experience that y'all may have, this would be like a maybe a one night stand, but it can be extended because this person gets comfortable really fast with partners or with people. So if this is like a newer person and it's like the first time y'all ever have sex, they may hang around. I don't know how you feel about that. I mean, you might like that, but they may hang around because they're going to view you as a big deal, unattainable, rarely seen. Not that many people get to date you. You're higher echelon, probably for some of you out of their league in their mind. You know what I mean? So like you're a big deal to this person. So just keeping you in a relationship boosts my confidence, makes me feel more attractive, makes me feel more outgoing, makes me feel more social, makes me feel more likable. You know what I mean? So like they may be kind of sourcing their confidence or their credibility off of you. in a way. You know what I mean? They don't need to, but they probably do. That's the vibe I'm picking up here. I know they want to have a relationship with y'all, so there may be a talk about, like I said, their relationship, the status of the relationship, maybe the stagnancy of the relationship, or like certain habits that y'all keep going through that they want to heal. You know what I mean? Like a certain pattern that y'all like eventually get to, and then the relationship goes stagnant or goes dry, it goes dead, and then it falls off, and then we got to rebuild the intimacy, trust all over again, and then we only get to this part, and then it gets stagnant, then it gets dry, and then it dies. And so they want to break that. They want to like bring that to your attention and talk about how can we stop that? How can we stop doing that? All right. So it could be a Cancer, Aries, Libra, Taurus. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Sag, Taurus, Pisces, Virgo, Leo, Libra. Yeah, I know they would be confident when you're around though, so they'll be like smiling teeth, trying to be happy. Y'all may go on a date though, or go somewhere where y'all comfortable. Could be their house, your house. I don't know. Next time you guys are alone, that's what they'll try to do. They'll try to get you under the influence though. Either smoke, drink, eat, you know what I mean? Something. They try to get you guys under the influence in a way, or which could be anything. I don't know what's another way of getting you under the influence without actual like mind altering drugs or whatever, but like there's probably other ways to get you under the influence. You know what I mean? And it could just be like by them being like very good vibes, being upbeat, you know what I mean? Being very like chill and really receptive and giving good information or giving good insight. And you know what I mean? That could be also part of like what's intoxicating about this person during this time. Because it's gonna be like they're gonna make you feel like you're getting access to them that other people don't get access to, or you're getting access in a way that other people don't get access. That's what they're gonna do. All right. So let's look at their thoughts during this time. Thoughts during this time. It definitely is gonna work. I know, right? That could work. How dare you change your number? That could mean that they want your number. If this is a newer person, this would mean that they try to give you their number or there's an exchange of numbers. I need time and space to heal from my past. So this is somebody who that's what the South Node is too. So it could be either saying that I needed time to heal, like I actually healed, or they're saying like I still need time to heal. And how dare you change your number? I'd like to reconcile. So that could be what they try to talk to you guys about, like with the Seven Swords, Four of Wands. Like I want to be back around you, but like I want to make it seem like it was you that made the first move or you jumped first. I wanted to make it seem like it was you. It says I miss your vibes. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Seven of Swords and that four, and they say come stay tonight. So some of y'all it is a stay tonight, spend the night type of thing. All right. So that is that, y'all. That was a good one. A good 2 hours. That was a good one. I'm also gonna be doing some more of those short reads, those little short all sign reads that I've been doing, the little post joints. I'll be doing some more of those because I like those. Uh, anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all, thank y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the support. Thank you so much, NYC Marie. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cinnamon Toasty. No, thank you, Debbie. I thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Y'all have a great night. Enjoy yourselves. Loving those people who be loving on y'all. I may be here tomorrow. That's my goal. It's always my goal to be here the next day. But then should be happening because I know well tomorrow I may not have no issues because I'm supposed to be dropping my daughter off to have a sleepover. So provided that goes well, there should really be no issues. Um, I think that I should probably be here tomorrow, but it'll probably be like during the day because I'm gonna go to the gym early morning, get some legs in, a little leg workout, and then you know what I mean, then come back here and work. I gotta do something on my Instagram too, and on my other Piggy card too. So we'll see. It's a lot that I'm putting on myself there, so maybe not. We'll see. You follow me on IG? Thank you so much, Curvy. Yep, you did. Check my workout on IG. I do different work over there. It's different work compared to like what I do here. You know what I mean? All right, yeah. Anyway, I'm going. You have a great night.